Hey everybody, and welcome to D&D Night here on Werewolfkinz Con, our month-long horror TTRPG showcase. I am not running this one. That is our good friend Ravnock, friend of the show, runs our Golden Vault game. He is going to be trying to kill us with a deep dive into Barovia tonight. So, my friend, take it away.
Hello. Welcome to Shadows of Barovia. Just to start us off, we're just going to be just a quick little rundown of what tonight's going to be. It's a sort of a pseudo sequel to Curse of Strahd, so there's going to be some spoilers for Curse of Strahd. So if you've not played that and you are concerned about that, you probably shouldn't watch, but still watch.
We can't
Pause it, go check it out, and then come back.
Go play the entire campaign of Strahd, then come back to this in 3 years.
I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah, easily 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Just keep the tab open, or if you're watching on YouTube, keep the tab open, let it run muted. We still get the views, we still get the points.
Exactly.
If you're on Twitch, leave it at 1, just to guarantee it. And go do something else.
Wolf just DM'd me. He promises to do an edited version after this for people that spoiler-free Curse Shadows of Barovia.
Goes from this to the end credits.
It's a 5-minute video.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we're going along. It says before you is the vampire.
Right.
It's a secret. He's a vampire.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to get started because kind of the way Curse of Strahd even works in the book is your characters are not voluntarily there. They kind of just get taken. They kind of just arrive there. They get stolen away. So we're just going to kind of get going. And we're going to begin with Gaston.
Gaston. At your service. I know you're in there. Come on out. Look, you can't stay in there reading forever. I've been out here for 4 hours.
Please, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. My daughter wants nothing to do with you.
Why are you doing this? Just come out and talk to me.
She wants nothing to do with you. Just please leave us alone.
You'll come around eventually. No one says no to Gaston.
So Gaston, Wolf, tell us about what Gaston looks like and what he's doing here.
Gaston, my apologies. No copyright infringements here. He is a very, very large man. Very strong. Looks like he probably eats 4 or 5 dozen eggs a day to maintain this beautiful physique. He's a little full of himself, but for good reason. He is the best hunter in the world. He is currently engaged, although his fiancée hasn't really come around to the idea yet. She's not really aware of it, but they will be getting married very, very soon. Not a big reader, but he does love to hunt. He loves to kill things, and he likes to decorate himself and his abode with the spoils of his hunts.
Is every last inch of him covered in hair?
Every last inch.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Even the inches that shouldn't be.
Okay. Next up, we're going to move on to Jancic. You have told me that your character, Lorne, would be in bed.
Yes.
First of all, tell me about Lorne, and then tell me what he was doing earlier tonight.
Earlier tonight, he was doing some calligraphy art, practicing seeing his patience and slowly doing perfect lettering. And then he did a bit of meditation to calm the mind and body. And he had a few grains of rice for dinner. And then he retired for the evening.
All right. Was there anything he was particularly thinking about or on his mind as he went to bed?
Well, he's been traveling recently. He is from the world of Greyhawk, and he is out really just to help people and give them enlightenment and understanding, and show them that their way is not necessarily right when they are doing bad things. To help those that are in trouble.
So he's enlightened. He's got nothing on his mind. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Chillest man
what a
this side
great
of the
life.
Mississippi.
His conscience is clear. He wears just normal clothing. He has a small bundle on his back, and the only thing he normally has is like some pretty fancy looking wraps around his hands, you can see, and a really interesting looking black inky cloak.
All right, awesome. All right, then we'll just move right along. Teresa, you also told me that your character would be sleeping. So,
I love the
Yes.
lullaby.
do you love how they're standing in their beds?
Yeah.
That's my favorite part about this.
You don't sleep standing up with all your armor and shit on.
Yeah. She's probably if she is sleeping, it's a little restless. I'm sure she's praying. And if she is sleeping, then she had spent most of the night praying. She has recently had another one of her visions, and she is desperately seeking guidance from her lord, and she is on her knees and just trying to pray. Her very almost the opposite of Lorne. She is almost even coming up with sins she can confess. Like, I took a shower for a little bit longer than I probably should have. That was very gluttonous of me. Like, she's like, what can I absolve myself of the sins? Request forgiveness. Do Hail Marys. Like, how can I be more holy?
I saw a lady walking down the street and thought she looked pretty in that dress she was wearing.
Oh no! Must not think of that.
What was the vision that you had recently?
Lots of fire. That's her visions usually involve a lot of fire and death and destruction. Houses just destroyed. Dead animals in the streets. Not something that you would want.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna move on along to Terry. Terry, you also were gonna be asleep.
Yes,
What's up with all you
was probably
lazy people?
Yeah, God.
finally turning in for the night. All the work that I have been doing.
You're also like floating above your bed. I love these like little things I got.
I love this.
Terry, what were you doing today? What were you doing today before you went to sleep? And what's on Terry's mind?
Before going to sleep, Terry was also praying. I am a cleric, and he was praying to many gods, as he didn't feel like he could commit to just one, and decided to do research and find different gods for different things to be able to help as many people as he could, as he didn't feel like just one would be able to absolve everybody of all of their sins. And so he would do the research to find different gods, and has recently been praying to one that shows more respect, forgiveness, and hope for the kids of the village, and has been teaching them the ways of the bread and butterfly.
Love it. Crossover.
But yeah, he just before turning in was probably more so praying and asking for help to make him a better person for the people around him in the village.
Okay.
So you all
So
made
my
like
initial-
actual characters and not just copies of Disney characters, then, right?
Yeah, but it's not the first time, so we're not really expecting much else.
Hey, Rose is very well thought out. You leave me alone.
All right. With
Yeah,
that,
real thorn in my side.
we'll move. With that, we'll move on to Aradia.
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 Yes.
Aradia is a private investigator, and she was in the process of tracking down her quarry on Saturday night. Can you tell me a little bit about? First, tell me what Aradia looks like, and then tell me a bit about like what you were actually doing here. Tell me a bit more detail.
Gotcha. Well, Aradia Paradacio is a red-skinned tiefling with dark maroon hair and big horns that curl back off the side of her head. She's got big trench coat on that also has a hood. She can flip up, from being maximum undercover. Well-worn boots. Rapier, scimitar and short sword at her side, and she's a devilkin, not the kind of person that you'd think would be trustworthy, but what can you do?
I'm loving this accent.
Yes, that was what I was
Is
giggling
she
about.
from
I love it.
Brooklyn?
Now, what is
Is she from
now
Brooklyn?
who is Aradia Paradacio? Private eye, bounty hunter, and above all else, professional problem solver.
It was a cold night.
It was. It's a real cold night, but I don't give a fuck because I'm descended from the nine hells themselves. Getting cold ain't in my vocabulary.
I just wrote down that you were a bounty solver. So that. Well, I was trying to listen and write at the same time. It just didn't work.
Ravnok does not multitask well.
It's okay. Yeah, no. Private investigator, bounty hunter, and professional problem solver.
Bounty solver. That's what you are now.
So, you see, there's a lot of stuff in the cities that goes on, kind of in the city's underworld. And there's a lot of, people that, do the that can conduct honorable business in the underworld. You sell a thing. You can sell stuff for money. And, when people nick somebody's vaguely illicit artifacts, you can't just set the regular city guards on that, because first you gotta tell the city guards that someone had an illicit artifact. So that's why they hire people like Aradia, who are experts in the shadows. And
you can't call the cops when someone steals your drugs.
Yeah. So
I get it.
A very precious, we'll say an amulet was stolen from a underground shop. And after a while of investigating, sitting in the background, casually observing, I'm pretty sure I finally found the guy. And I know where he likes to go drinking. And I can probably tell if he's got it on his person. Or follow him to his house. Maybe go back there the next day, see if he's got it in his house.
All right, this is perfect.
Maybe break his legs.
Maybe break his legs.
Maybe he loses a
This is where I'm going to
finger.
step in here. This is where I'm going to step in here because this is perfect. As you're following him, you notice the fog starts to get a little thicker around you. It starts to get. It's been foggy all night while you've been out, but it's starting to get. It's starting to rise up. It seems to be coming up from the ground, and it seems to be coming towards you. And not only does it seem to be getting thicker, it almost seems to be like it's more difficult to move through. Like it almost feels like you're. After a bit, it almost feels like you're starting to. You can feel it a bit, like there's some resistance in the fog. after you walk for about a quarter of a mile, you lose the dude in front of you. You can't see him anymore. After you walk another quarter of a mile, you can't see more than a foot in front of you. And suddenly you start feeling dizzy and sleepy. And you start kind of, the same thing's happening to you, Gaston. What are you doing after do you leave, when you leave their house? Or do you leave their house? Are you still outside harassing them?
No, Gaston would eventually head back to the bar. He's got his friends waiting there. He could use a little bit of a confidence boost. You know, he's feeling rejected, and he's not used to that. So he goes back to where, everybody knows his name.
You got to go find that little gay guy that's obsessed with you.
Yeah, I mean, he's my best buddy. He knows what to say, when to say it.
What was his name?
I don't want to use the real one. I know. Larry.
That was pretty good. All right.
That was well done.
You got me. All right. Y'all, this was supposed to be scary.
It was never gonna be. It was
It was supposed to be scary, and now I'm from New York.
I can't do it.
Scary.
I could not possibly do that.
Anyway. It lost scary once Ravnok said, "I'll run it."
Right. All right. Cool. The other three of you, while you are asleep, your dreams, in your dreams, they start to become very vivid. It almost feels like they're real. You start to remember them. It's much more clearer than they usually are. And in this, the same thing's happening with the fog. The fog is just filling in, and it's starting to get thicker and thicker and thicker until you start to feel yourself actually falling asleep in your dream. Until eventually, all 5 of you have fallen asleep. And when you wake up,
Whoa.
Nice.
you are here.
Oh.
Whoa.
Badass.
I'd like to pull out a spinning top and just spin it just for later.
Larry.
In here,
the pub.
In here, there is a man at the front who is standing in front of this large organ. And he turns around and he says, welcome to my estate. Please, have a seat. Do you guys all sit down?
Well, I've never been one to turn down a free meal, so...
Actually, better question, does anyone resist and not sit down?
Yeah, Radia's just gonna throw up an eyebrow and cross her arms.
He takes a look at you and he says, please sit down. And I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh, Jesus, okay. How?
Gaston's already taking a napkin and stuffing it down like a bib.
Wait. How do I saving throw in this?
So on your skills, you're going to go over to the abilities over on the side and just click it, and you'll see saving throw.
Save.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whiz.
That's cool.
No.
You are, man, you love this guy. You suddenly this man is your bestie, and he's just like, you should sit down. You're like, all right, let's eat this dinner. And this dinner looks delicious. You're going to have a seat, and you sit down. Does anybody else resist?
At first, Terry probably would be a bit weary, but after watching the interaction between the other two, I think he's going to I should probably just sit down.
You watch Aradia and you're like, nope.
Are you clearly visible? Do you look like a man of the cloth? If
oh yeah, if you look at him, you're like, oh, he's one of them.
Like the Mormon face. You can tell when they're a Mormon.
You can tell.
That's a real thing, by the way. Look it up.
He's wearing black slacks, a white shirt, and a little name tag on it, and carrying a book.
It's their face. It's called Mormon face. You can just look at somebody and know if they're a Mormon.
He is wearing more like casual. I just realized I didn't even give a description, but he's wearing more casual, like still wholly inspired clothing. He doesn't feel as though he wants to be explicitly known of the church all the time. I think he finds it very, like, not above or beneath, but like people are more trusting if you're not explicitly showing off where you're from. So like you being a paladin, Teresa would absolutely be able to clock it. But I think the others would probably have to do like a double take if it
Yeah.
wasn't for like the amulet, the mace, and the.
So, yeah,
It's
so I
like
think
a passive of Hella, so
yeah, I think Teresa would be looking to you like she would have seen you, seen that you were a man of the cloth, and would have waited to see if you were going to sit down or not, and then she would sit down because she still thinks this is a dream, and so she's like, "I am following God. He is telling me to sit down, so I am going to sit down."
Thank you, but my name is Terry, not God.
God and the devil are here.
I don't think you understand. This is a dream, so you are figments. You are representations of the gods, right?
Well, that's you. I thought you were about to say I'm just a figment of your imagination. And I was gonna say that's a little rude, but then you called me like a god, so I'll take it.
Strahd actually kind of stops, and he whooshes around to behind you, Teresa, and he grabs your hand and he leans down and kisses it, and he starts speaking in your native language because it's kind of French.
Yeah.
I can't do that, so I'm not even going to attempt. But this is what he's doing. And afterwards, he's like, "I have not met anybody in quite a while from your land. It is quite a pleasure to have such beautiful women in my home." And then he just whooshes back to the front.
Gross.
He is gross. He's a sex pest. It's gross.
Do I
to play
still
him.
love this guy, or am I allowed to like look at Teresa and like?
Oh no,
make
you're
a-
still. I mean, actually, you're still charmed. You're still. You love him. This guy's your bestie. Sorry.
Yeah, you're like going, why didn't he do that to me? I can't believe she got that attention and I didn't.
Genuinely, that was my thought process.
Gaston
all right,
sees
so-
the attention they're getting and just kind of just acts like he's stretching, but then just starts flexing. Just.
I want him to get the attention from Terry because I think that'd be fucking funny. But also, I'm not playing a gay character this time. I just think that would be hilarious.
All right. So, is everybody's having a seat? I guess.
Lauren, are
Correct.
you sitting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry's looking for just anything out of place. This is very strange. My dreams are not usually this dark.
The man at the front says, "Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Strahd von Zarovich. These are my lovely wives, Volenta, Escher." And then he points down to the end of the table. There's two more women down there you guys don't recognize. And he says, her name's Ludmilla and Anastasia. Welcome to my home.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
How did you convince 4 women to marry you? I'm having an awful lot of trouble with just the one, and it's quite distressing.
Have you tried being a completely different person?
I don't know if I'd know
Karate
how to
will laugh
do
with him
that.
at that.
I'll
And
take
he like
it into
he's
consideration.
sipping out of this wine glass.
Even
I look
Terry
over
would
at
crack a smile
Gaston and
at
just
that.
raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, even Terry had cracked a smile at that one.
Nice one.
I don't think Gaston realizes it was an insult.
Strahd says, please, welcome to my home. Welcome everybody. We will get to business soon, but for now, please enjoy dinner. I will play for entertainment. And he kind of turns around and he sits down at the organ and he begins playing. And so him and Escher, Escher is over in the corner, and he is playing a flute. I didn't get flute music. I did that badly, but whatever. There's a flute playing. Pretend it.
My immersion is shattered, Ravnok.
I know what's wrong with me.
Absolutely
Someone get a recorder quick.
broken.
The other three wives are here in the room with you guys, and they're sitting there. They're all sipping from wine glasses. If you want, you can talk to them, or you can just eat the meal.
I'm just tearing into it.
I just kind of look and see what the others are doing, and I seem to be looking at the chair strangely, and I'm seeing them sitting in it. So I pull it out and then sit down on it cross-legged and sit at the table, and then just grab a single piece of fruit and cut it into little bitty pieces, and like 50 little pieces, and arrange it into like a little mandala on the plate.
Friend, you see they have meat here, yes? No need for that fruit. That stuff will kill you, you know. A man needs protein.
Yeah, but
What's
you also
protein?
need like
What is this?
fiber and shit.
Shit, I don't think I should. No, that sounds terrible. Actually, Strahd, was it? Do you happen to have any eggs? I could really go for some eggs right now.
He is playing the organ, and he just doesn't even pay attention to you.
Wow.
Well,
That's right. I'll turn to Gaston and say, besides, the goose looks a little undercooked.
that's just that's the best way to eat it. I like it as bloody as possible.
Oh, and then about that time, Valenta, which was the one that's standing next to Strahd, the female bride standing next to Strahd, runs and swooshes right next to you, and she's like, "That is the way I like to have it as well." And she's like, kind of just like playing with your hair and like rubbing your cheek.
I do have to tell you, I am engaged, but continue your flattery. It's is well received. But isn't it great? The raw is just the way to eat the meat. It's just as close to the depth of the animal as possible.
Once I'm here, it's you don't smell as appetizing. Excuse me. And she kind of goes away.
This is pure musk. I don't know what you're talking about. I smell great.
Oh.
Who am I sitting next to? That's the real question.
Yeah, I can't tell who everyone is here.
Yeah, I know the lighting's kind of rough. That's all right. Hold on. We are kind of going to move on though. Strahd has stood up. As he leaves, there is an illusion that continues playing the organ. And he walks to the front, to the door, and he says, "Has everybody gotten enough to eat?"
Plenty. Appreciate it, sir.
Oh, was it very good? It was. We've got the best chefs from every realm.
I never got those eggs, but other than that, it was quite delicious.
When you go to another person's house and they serve you, you just eat what they give. You do not ask and complain. You understand?
No, when I go to people's houses, they fix me what I request.
It's quite rude. Anyway, let me describe to you what's happening here. We're going to kill you all. In case you haven't figured that out by now. And we kind of make a game out of it. It's pretty fun. If you survive, you might get to join the game with us. But if you don't, it's not a fun game.
I don't understand why. Hang on, can we go back to the part where you said kill us?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I understand.
I am going to kill you.
Why?
Do you understand?
No, I assure you, sir. I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
The difference is, you can't kill a dream. A dream is something we have the hope that we live for.
You think this
We-
is that is rich? That is so rich. This is fantastic. Every time. Sometimes we get a group that's just amazing. They just surprise me. It's so funny. Anyway, yes, we are going to kill you. I suggest you get your shit together and you get your stuff ready because it's starting now. And the door behind him opens up, and him and the two wives standing next to him burst into a cloud of bats, and they fly out the door, and then the door slams shut.
Am
Is
I
the other two wives still in the room?
Sorry.
Because you said that there was 4 wives. Are the other 2 still in the room?
Yes, the other two are still in the room.
Okay. Would I be able to make a history check to see if I remember, like, things turning into bats, essentially? Like, is there any talk of vampires from the regular realm?
So I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm trying to remember if there is any, like, anything written down of people turning into bats, whether there's any turn of vampires. Would I recognize that that's what this is, or are, like, the vampires in this part, like, completely taken away from everything that people would know?
Give me a history roll.
Okay. Where is my history?
We'll see if you know.
There it is. Okay. Oh god, how do I roll this again?
You
Just
gotta.
check?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was weird. 19.
Yes, you do recognize these are vampires.
Okay.
And here's what you know about vampires from that. You know, that stabbing them through the heart with a stake will take them down.
Yep.
You know they are sensitive to sunlight,
Okay.
and that's all.
Okay. I'm going to look around the room.
Well,
And
I'm going to stop you right there because as soon as they turn into the bats and flew out and the door slammed shut, they're attacking.
okay.
So we're doing initiative.
Okay. Damn.
Yep.
I assume at this point I am no longer charmed?
Oh yeah, you're no longer charmed. I'm sorry, that would have fallen off by now. That only lasts a minute.
Okay, good. I was like, please let this be the kind that only lasts a minute. I don't want to be this guy's best friend for any longer than that.
No, I seriously don't understand how the initiative works on this. So, just roll like. Do you guys know how to just roll the d20 in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. Let me.
Should we just make a dex check?
Yeah, just do the dex check. That works. That makes more sense.
FYI, you didn't upload any token images for people.
Huh?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I can move Terry.
Oh, nice. Nat
Yeah,
20.
but the image isn't showing up on the.
Rolling initiative. I have a.
How do you roll a dex check? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
How do
20.
Oh, we just doing
Oh
dex?
shit!
Yeah.
Wait.
So Terry got 19. Gaston 19.
Oh, my
I
19 was
Teresa got
Advantage.
20.
Kicks my ass on that. We got two nat 20.
Lauren got 25. And what did Arida get?
Aradia is doing this with
Oh.
advantage. Jesus Christ! I'm a rogue.
Hen with
God.
advantage.
Okay, hang on. I need to do this twice. I do have advantage due to my Mace of Warning. So
You've got
11
rod
and
of
then plus
alertness.
5 is 16 for Terry, because for some reason it's just not doing any of that. So I'm doing it
16.
manually.
All right.
So 16
cool.
with advantage, and I am choosing to, because I have the feat alert, I would like to swap my initiative with Aradia, so she goes before me. So Aradia will have 16, and I'll have the 10.
You look at the devil girl. You're like, she looks like she knows what she's doing.
I'm mainly just looking at you and then like looking around the table, and I'm like, I think I'd rather you look capable of fighting or something, and I absolutely the fuck do not. And I'm just gonna be like, you go first, because I can fix things, I can't react to things.
Good shit. I'm better at breaking stuff anyway.
So, since it happened so quick, and you guys were just sitting there eating, and he was just kind of chit chatting with you, it's going to be a surprise. So,
Vibing.
Escher and Valenta are going to go first before you guys. Escher is
that. The Mace of Warding. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you
all right,
can't
then.
be surprised.
We're not being surprised then. Lauren, you go first.
All right. Lauren will step around Gaston up to this one, Escher here,
Mhm.
and I will attack her twice.
Mhm.
Let's start with that.
Oh god, the physics.
AC is 18.
So that is going to be a miss. Let me.
All right. Oh shit.
Okay,
all right.
so it was, so I will hit her for 12 damage. It's magical. Then I'm going to use a focus point and hit her 3 more times
Oh damn.
using flurry of blows. Well, I would hit her 3 more times anyway. Let's do that.
Jesus.
I love monks.
Nice.
31.
What are these dice
Nah.
rolls? What the hell, man? This is almost an insult.
Oh my
Okay,
Damn.
so I'm going to whatever that is. What, 12, 24, 35, 45, 50, 51 damage.
Mhm.
And then I am going to use Step of the Wind, because anytime I use a bonus action that is not Step of the Wind, that costs me a focus point, I can use Step of the Wind for free. And so I will just happily move back here.
Noise.
And I also want.
Bye.
Hold on a second. And I also want to make sure that Jihad cannot attack me. So since I hit her with since I hit her with any of my flurry of blows, then I am going to use Addle, which doesn't allow her to make opportunity attacks until the next turn.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to move my happiness back here by the door.
Okay, cool. Next up is Escher.
Does she look
Escher,
injured? Does she look injured by those attacks?
not a lot. That was a significant hit. Don't get me wrong, but he's doing all right. He pulls out his flute and he starts playing, and everybody has to give me a wisdom saving throw. DC 19.
Nope.
So Teresa fails.
Wisdom save. I have something for that too. I'm gonna have to
The
go through
ranger,
everything.
my
I have
wisdom is
my,
shockingly low.
Wisdom.
Hang on, I'll just roll it.
And this is a charmed effect, so if you've got advantage on that, do it twice.
Oh, well. I made her a 19, but I would have.
So Teresa and Aradia, or Arida.
Aradia.
Radia.
Aradia.
Aradia.
You
It's
should have
not
just
that
corrected
hard,
me and just
Ravna.
let me say it terribly yesterday. All right, cool.
I have
Uh,
luck.
So,
do that?
I'm sorry?
Can I use luck here?
Yes.
Oh. Yay. I
Right,
forgot
you
I
can use
had
luck on a saving throw, right?
I forgot I
think you
had
can use
that.
it whenever.
It's on a
Yeah, you
D20
can
test.
re-roll any
Define it now.
roll 20. Yeah.
I did forget I had that as a thing I could do. That's marginally better.
It still fails though because it was a DC
Oh.
19.
Fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
This isn't as big of a deal. You guys are both charmed by Escher, which means you find him friendly. But Valenta, the other, so let me get my mouse here. You find Escher, this guy. I don't know why
Like
it
my
won't.
other bestie.
You find this guy. Well, I thought I could ping. I don't know how to ping apparently.
Wait, hang on. I just read.
Wait,
I
how
have
did
a
you do
thing.
that? Oh my god.
Yeah. It also sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
It does,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, how do you do that?
You gotta hold it down for a really long time.
Yeah, mine's not doing it anymore. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so Escher is the one on the left. Valenta is the one on the right. Escher has you and Teresa now charmed. You see him as friendly, so I mean you don't want to attack him. But Valenta is still. I'm sorry.
Real quick, sorry. I just read. I have this thing. I thought it was a spell. It's not. It's just a thing that is me. You radiate aura of protection. You radiate a protective, unsealable aura in a 10-foot emanation that originates from you. The aura is inactive while you have the incapacity. I'm not incapacitated. You and your allies in the aura gain a bonus to saving throws equal to your charisma modifier.
Is that bonus
Is it
bigger
3?
than 3?
Is my bonus bigger than 3?
It'll be at level 12, yeah.
8. Yeah.
What's your charisma modifier?
-1.
Oh, no.
What? You're a fucking paladin, dude!
I know.
Don't even bring that up.
What is
I have an
happening?
ability that lets me add charisma to your rolls. What is it? Bad.
I was not looking at my modifiers.
David, I thought you had like a 20 charisma or something. I was about to get really excited.
Way to waste our time, killer.
Right?
God!
All right, so
Lord.
then Escher, after he plays his song, he is going to immediately move as fast as he can towards Gaston, and he's going to
What?
claw at Gaston.
Roar.
What do you mean? What?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was just reacting to this dude running up to claw me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's
I thought
called,
you meant like.
it's called role playing, Ravnok.
Oh, well.
Roll with it.
Okay.
I got
Well,
flanky.
excuse me. It's a 28 to hit.
You know what? Here's the thing. That's gonna hit,
Mm.
but I'm not happy about it.
All right, so it's going to do 9 slashing damage. And then you've got to do a Constitution saving throw of 19.
Oh. Well, that was, I was told I was rude, but that, I think, was more rude than my thing.
Mm. So, since you failed the Constitution saving throw, you are knocked to the ground. And you are now incapacitated. And you take 11 necrotic damage, and your max HP is reduced by 11.
Oof.
Ow. What was that for?
And then that's the end of Escher's turn. Next is Teresa.
Teresa's very quickly. She's gonna bow her head and she's gonna say, "Mon Dieu, I know this is a test that you are giving me, but please lend me your protection." And she is going to, her shield is gonna activate on this one. I'll do one bonus at a time, so that's gonna be that bonus. She's gonna do that. So her shield is going to it's animated shield, so it's literally just gonna hover in front of her and protect her without her having to hold it. And she is going to step around Aradia and pull out her sword. I'm not sure if it's gonna do this. I have not activated the flame tongue because it's a bonus action. It's just gonna be a regular sword attack. But if I hit, it will do a radiant strike. So let's see if it hits first.
Smite.
It is not rolling. What happened? Hang on.
Here, I've got like a little shield token for you right here. You can move wherever you need it to be.
I love that for us.
That's cool.
His name is Shield. He is a little hand. We
Yeah.
love him.
We
Stop.
love shield.
It looks like
Please
the
go
same
up-
hand I used in The Walking Dead.
It
It's
does.
the Walking Dead hand. It definitely is.
It's me. Wait, that was Rush.
This is supposed to be roll to hit plus 6 to hit. Okay. Why isn't it rolling? Whatever. I'm just gonna roll d20, I guess, plus 6. So whatever this is plus 6 does
19.
hit?
That's gonna hit.
Okay. So that is going to do. Sorry, it did for some reason it's not working. So I have to look at my other thing. Love that for us. All right, so it's going to be 1d6 plus 2 damage, regular damage. So that okay, it just rolled the whole bunch. Okay, so let's say it did that 10 damage, right? Because for some reason it just finally rolled, whatever. And then I'm also gonna do a radiant strike. Because it hit. So it's gonna do an additional 1d8 radiant damage. So it's only gonna do 1 because it rolled a 1. Great.
All right. How much was that altogether?
So that's gonna be 11 damage.
Radiant. They are. It's gonna double.
So 2. So it was
Ooh.
gonna be 12 total because I rolled a 1 on my radiant damage.
Noise.
But I am gonna try to hit her again, and let's see if this works now. Because
We
hopefully.
believe.
So
Yeah!
Okay.
one hit.
Yep. All right.
So that's 13 damage, and it's gonna also have an additional 6. So
Well,
12 radiant damage on top of
nice. So 25
25.
altogether.
that. Mm-hmm.
Noise.
And that is Teresa's turn.
All right.
I should have played an ASMR.
I believe I may have fixed your flame tongue
Yeah.
sword. If you want to try clicking it again.
Yeah, I just clicked it that one round.
Oh,
and
okay. I see.
Yeah.
There, you were just missing telling it was slashing damage, and I
Oh.
think that was the only thing it needed to actually work.
Right.
All right. Next up, we've got Gaston. Oh, first, I'm sorry, Valenta. After you hit her a couple times, she's like, "Oh, is that all you've got? I was hoping for a real challenge." Anyway, I'm sorry. It's Gaston's turn.
Did you say I'm incapacitated?
Yes.
So I don't think I can do anything.
You can roll to get up from that, can't you? How's that work?
It's up. I mean, it depends on what the ability was.
What's the spell?
Because the incapacitated. Just I can't take.
Okay.
action
I'm sorry.
bonus
You do the Constitution saving throw again. That's 19. Or sorry, 18.
That's not gonna work.
Sorry, you are still incapacitated.
Feeling very full.
An A.
Yep, lame. Next up is Aradia.
Ah, fucking A. Alright. Fuck am I doing? Let's see. What do I think you lot will like the least? Well, I got a buddy. While Teresa, my buddy, is harrying Valenta, I'm going to use this opportunity while she's momentarily, distracted, I'm flavoring that I get sneak attack on this. So I'm gonna dart up, draw both my weapons.
This
And
is
I'm
when she's sassing her.
So, I've got the trench coat is swooshing. I draw both my weapons and I dart in.
All right.
So-
Roll for the hit then. Let's see what it is. Let's see what we got.
Let's fucking go. Let's see. I think my main hand is going to be the flame tongue.
Nice. All right. That's going to hit. And it deals 16 damage altogether.
Wait, I do proc sneak attack on this, yeah?
Right.
Move this.
So you got 16 plus.
Plus.
I think it's 6d6 is what you got at this point.
It is, but I can do stuff.
Poison her,
Make
trip
sure-
her, or withdraw.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just gonna do a shitload of fuck damage.
Mm.
We love that for us.
Yums.
That's a lot of dice.
It's 6 of them. I love rogues.
All right. And then I feel like there was something else. Did you get something else?
I get
Oh, you get Vex. You get
I get Nick from the scimitar.
you
so I
get
think I
Nick, which allows you to hit as part of your action. You get a second turn, and then you'll get Vex from the short sword. Okay,
from the
cool.
offhand, yeah. So I get a
Right,
second
okay.
main hand. I get two main hands with the scimitar,
Right.
and then one offhand with the short sword.
Nice.
We love.
I
don't
also
get
have
sneak attack
Vex.
on any of
I
these,
forgot
but
about.
2 of these D6s are some of this is fire. I don't know if they're like if they resist or if they give a shit about fire, but some of this is fire.
Nah, fire doesn't really do anything extra to them. But
Okay.
this hits, and it's going to deal 19 more damage.
That's a good fucking roll.
Yeah.
That was my extra main hand, and
Cool. And now you've got a bonus action. You can do you can do a spell or your +2.
yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff. Ooh. Actually, yeah, I think I am going to be incredibly smart here, actually, and I'm going to use my bonus action to just disengage. And is this like a pillar?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
And,
use the hide action, but I am gonna put myself behind it so I'm not the first thing she sees.
Right. So actually, this over here is actually kind of like a like 3/4 cover. So when
Ooh,
you
yes.
use the hide action, you actually, I'll say, you are invisible according to the new rules.
Okay, I'm not gonna use the hide action because I just used my bonus action to disengage. I just want
Right.
to put myself where I'm not the first thing that she sees.
Right.
Or
Okay.
she has
All right.
to do a little bit more effort if she wants to get in my grill. So I would like to go a little bit back farther if I can.
She'll
So
have to go through me and my shield.
5,
before
10.
she gets to you.
Yeah. Stand next to Terry. So she just darts in, the scimitar like hellfire flashes across it. She strikes, and then as soon as she's there, she's gone. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. After you hit her, she's gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, you look tired. Maybe we'll put you to rest permanently." And she whooshes over directly to you,
Ma'am?
and she bites you. And she's going to roll a 24 for the hit.
Dang.
That's
I don't know,
that's going to
mage
hit
armor up.
there.
The best I could do is 23 with mage armor up.
It's shield.
So you're going to take.
You.
What did he roll again?
I can't
I'm
do
sorry?
it. It's
Oh,
too much.
okay.
I have to
You're
have
gonna
even with mage armor up, which I don't.
You're
Oh,
going
I
to take. You're going to take 5 piercing damage
5.
plus 17 necrotic damage.
So 22.
And then I need you to do a Constitution saving throw of 18.
Wait. Fucking math, con, roll, dice.
Hard.
No, I'm trying to use the HP tracker and it's like I'm clicking the button because I haven't figured out. I forgot you had to put the minus to make it a negative number and go down, and I was like, no, I don't want to heal myself. What? No, I'm not stalling because I'm nervous.
Provoke an attack.
Fuck me running!
Oh.
So she gains 17 life, and you permanently lose your max HP 17.
And my suffering. We were talking about doing this as a musical. It's gonna be a musical when I start getting nervous.
Next up is Valenta. She immediately claws Terry. And she's going to roll a 22 for the hit.
Shield, which will bring my AC up to 23.
Nice. All right.
I've cast shield, which means
But then she's going to do it again. Oh, and she's definitely going to miss this time. Cool. Then in that case, she is going to...
In her chasing Aradia, shouldn't Teresa get attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
No, actually, I'm sorry. So Valenta actually has an ability that when she uses this legendary action and whooshes like that, she does not get the opportunity to attack. It's only on that legendary action there.
Question 2. How much health do I lose from my max total? Because I finally figured out how to edit that.
17.
17. 658.
And then we're going back around. Oh, so Terry.
Yes. It is in fact my turn. Hi, hello, how's it going? In seeing, even though they've been hit, is it like visible that they have that damage? Because if their max HP has dropped, does it look like they've still... I don't know if that's something that would happen. Anyway.
They look okay.
Okay.
Gaston, however, is on the ground with someone over top of him and could probably use some aid.
Aradia just got fucking bit.
Can suck it up. I am going to...
You want me to be able to attack. I'm telling you, it's helpful.
We're working on it, okay?
An attack. I do have shield up, which makes my AC until the end of my turn. Let me have a quick look at this again. I haven't had to use this spell in a while. Oh, until the start of your next turn. Okay, cool. Well, never mind. I am going to stand where I'm standing, and you're going to see Terry holding his shield and mace in front of him, and he's going to lower his head and say a little prayer, and then he's going to look up at the 2 vampires and just say, even in a dream, I'm not supposed to be here. And I'm going to channel divinity, turn undead, which I think should, if they're undead, I don't know if a vampire is undead.
Yeah, are they undead? That was a question. Or a fiend was my question.
Totally undead.
Vampires are like textbook undead, dude.
Yeah.
This is technically metagaming, and
come on. I
You
feel
just
like a
watched her
cleric.
fucking bite me.
I feel like
I
a
think
cleric would know about undead vampires.
yeah.
At level 12.
So what are you doing, Terry? Terry.
Also the fact that I done a history and passed the check to know that they were vampires.
Oh yeah. Suck it up, Rav. We got you beat on this one.
So respectfully, channel get fucked. No, I'm going to use turn undead, which is my channel divinity, which
What's
is
the
one
save?
action. It has an attack save of my wisdom, but I don't know if that changes anything. It's a wisdom 15. Each undead of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its save, it has the frightened and incapacitated conditions for a minute. For that duration, it tries to run as far away from me as possible. It attacks early if it takes any damage, if you have the incapacitated condition, or if you die. What? I don't know.
So they both fail. So they're both going to run
Yeah.
as far away from you as they can, screaming. They're screaming. Like Escher's music stops, so the two that were charmed can now attack Escher. That drops. That's gone. He drops his concentration on that. Yeah, they're now running from you.
All right.
They're terrified.
I am going to, just before ending my turn, just say they're running scared, but they will attack again. Prepare yourself.
Lauren, your turn.
Okay, well, let's go attack them then.
Can we hit them? Are they gonna stay scared if we hit them?
No.
They'll get a saving throw, I think.
Yeah, I'm willing to take the chance.
I'm going to attack my good friend.
All right.
Is there any way I can help Gaston?
What? He's just incapacitated.
He
I
has
would
to
say
wake up himself.
you could offer him the help action and give him advantage on his saving throw. Actually, you know what? I'll say you can go over and help him, but it will take your action. You can go over and help him up and bring him up to the ground. He'll be standing up. His incapacitation will be done, but it's going to take your action.
Well, I'm probably not going to do that because he looks like an incompetent fool.
You notice he has a very, very nice crossbow.
This man killed.
So
you're like so close to. He's so close to bloodied. I'd say don't worry about it. I'd say don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on him. I'm gonna go out on him.
Worry about me.
Yeah, fuck you.
I have a woman waiting for me back home. Yes, I need to get back home to her.
Georgian.
She's only waiting to call the cops.
The cops is Aradia.
Gonna do
Aradia is the cops.
21
plus 16. Plus 14.
Fuck.
Damn,
me.
dog.
Jesus.
You're at the level 2 where your fists count like magic weapons, right?
Damn, dog.
I had
he gets to do his saving throw 4 times for the frightened rot.
If it's a saving throw, cool. If it's a reaction, then he can't do it while incapacitated. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. The first time I've played a cleric at this level. I could have played another one, but no.
Alright. Cool. Let's see. How much damage is this all together? We got 10, 18.
A lot. 30, 45.
Oh, damn.
That's 58. A lot.
When you, after you just, like, punch the shit out of him, he, like, falls to the ground. And he's laying there, not moving. And you hear from the other side of the room, Valenta scream. Like an ear-curdling scream. It's awful. I need everybody to do a wisdom saving throw on that.
Man, why are my saving throws just like all
Also, we have lost Janzik in the video.
Janzik?
Oh yeah, he dropped out of the game, looks like. I think
Are you here?
Is that a legendary action for the scream?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Habushki! Fucking hell! Can I roll a save?
Nope.
I think he
Negation,
might
they
have
probably lost.
crashed.
Yeah.
You could, luck, if you've got another point of luck.
I have 4 of them. I feel like I should. I'm gonna use them all so early, and then I'm gonna kick myself for it later, but isn't that the point of Dungeons and Dragons?
Pretty much. Oh, it was
yeah!
worth it.
Well done.
Finger guns!
So, everyone except for Aradia fails. You guys all like hear this blood curdling scream, and you fall to your knees like screaming and holding your ears because it's making your ears bleed. It's just so horrible. You guys you're incapacitated until your next turn.
So
Okay.
what? It's not so
That's
bad
not
down
that
here.
big of a deal, but you have advantage on attacks against you, so that sucks. But
That's a good thing, dang.
let's see. That was Lauren's turn. Next, it would have been Escher's turn, but he's down. Teresa, it's your turn. You are no longer incapacitated. Actually, you're up now.
That was really quickly. All right, cool. So, I'm going to see that the guy is down. I am instead going to look at Gaston and say, Mon Dieu, please forgive this man for his sins of pride and vanity. And I'm gonna cast Bless.
Oh, damn.
He's gonna get up to 3 creatures. So I'm gonna just also do let's say the monk Lauren and Aradia, because I feel like Terry can help himself. So whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds 1d4 to the attack roll or save.
That'll
So
be helpful.
Bless.
yeah, so bless your mess.
I'm full of mess.
So y'all are blessed now.
Mon Dieu, bless this mess.
Bless this mess.
So after being blessed, does Gaston like sizzle a little bit? Because that's gotta be first.
I feel like Aradia would be the ones having a sizzling.
Hey, after spending my life in the clergy, I can assure you religion doesn't discriminate, just the people.
Yo.
Gaston,
So
it's
I
your
get-
turn.
I'm blessed now, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Con
Actually
save?
blessed.
No, you're up. The incapacitation was just until your next turn. It would have been more effective if both of them were up, or one of them took their turn before you.
Well,
Okay, sorry, I got kicked out, but I had another attack.
Do a wisdom saving throw. Valenta screamed like a bloody scream, and everybody's ears bled after Escher. After you put Escher down.
He's dead.
Okay, is he dead?
He's down.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Oh,
keep
wisdom
kicking the
save?
corpse
Okay.
if you want.
I was gonna say you could punch him into. I don't know if we're doing death save failures for these guys, but you could punch him into 2.
Push him into the dust.
I condone it.
I condone it.
19.
Okay.
can't
Yep. You
do
succeed. You're good. Actually, it is Gaston. What are you gonna do? It's your turn.
Kind of stand myself up, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like we're fighting. So he's going to pull out this really nice crossbow that he got from one of his recent hunts, and he's going to just kind of look around a little groggy and see the lady in the corner. Ah, I think that one. And he'll aim, and he will shoot with his Corpse Slayer crossbow, the one metagaming thing I did take.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a plus.
That wasn't expected at all, was it?
This is a 26 hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
And so
8
this is
damage.
8
It
plus
did
8 plus
did
6.
well, hold on. Has this one taken any damage yet?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She is currently damaged. Yes.
Okay, so that's 8 plus and then I get the 2d8, so that's 3 and the 5, an additional 8, and then I would have marked them as my hunter's mark. I forgot to say that, so that'd be an additional d6.
So that's 22 altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't the Corpse Slayer also get a plus 1d8 radiant if it's an undead?
Yeah, that's the one. It rolled it. It's the second one that rolled. So that I have a
Oh.
Corpse Slayer / Colossus Slayer, so it rolls.
So it's
boom, boom.
actually 23 because the radiant damage is doubled.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So because I
she-
took Crossbow Expert, is she still up?
She is still up.
Okay. Well, I
but
go ahead. Sorry.
she's bloodied. That's all I was going to say. She's bloodied.
Well, I ignore the loading property for my crossbows, so he loads another one in, and with his incredible strength, he takes this heavy crossbow and he holds it out one-handed and just takes another shot at her. So let's see. 17, but I do get the D4.
Miss.
I get the
Yeah,
D4.
no, wait.
You wait.
4?
20?
Okay.
Dirty 20?
Bastard 20. Filthy dirty 20.
Is that it?
So that's
Someone would call it
11
under.
plus another 4 plus 14 plus 3.
The 14 would be doubled, so it would be 28 on that.
The 12, yeah.
The 14 gets doubled?
No. So the
Just
so
the radiant damage gets doubled. That's only the second number on the Corpse Slayer, right?
it's the first one. So it's 11 plus 6, so that's 12.
Okay.
And then do I get a hunter's mark twice in a round or just the first time? Do you know? What's the new rule?
Didn't we have this conversation with Ava?
Maybe. Let me check really quick.
There is no limit to the number of times it can trigger, apparently, according to Google.
So that's 11 plus 12, so... Jesus Christ, it's late.
32
What's that,
altogether is what I've got.
I think that's... Let's go with it.
All right. She's still there, but she's not doing great. Next up is Aradia.
Aradia, the only one fully unaffected by the screaming, kind of like thinks to herself, huh, cute. Is it possible to do the hide action before I attack? Or is that like a thing I do after, like...
It depends. If you hide first, you get advantage on the shot.
Yeah.
If you hide after, they won't be able to find you. You're just gonna have to pick.
Well, I won't be well, actually, no. I can prox... I don't have a shooty weapon. I have spells. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I can proc sneak attack on spells. Which fucking stupid. It's basically just a crossbow, but it's fire. But it's fine.
You're probably not getting sneak attack on her this time. I'll just say that. I don't see any way of you getting it.
No, that's fair. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say cute. Unfortunately, yeah, that's about all it was. And I'm just gonna rush up and just slash her across the blinking face, I guess.
The blinking face.
The blinking face.
Instead of bitch slapping a corpse, I'm bitch slashing a corpse. Fuck.
She's like, oh, such passion. It's almost a shame we have to extinguish it.
More passion, more passion, more
More
energy.
More energy.
More footwork. More footwork.
All right. Actually, you don't got to roll anymore.
Oh.
Hey.
She is also down.
What was that about extinguishing me? As I set
Um,
her, as I use the fiery scimitar on her.
So both of them are down now. They're lying on the floor, completely motionless. And as soon as that happens, both of the doors to the room, they open up on their own.
Use my
Would someone
bonus
care to
action
tell
to-
me what's happening here?
I
I
use my
believe we
bonus
are
action to
meant-
lean like a cool guy against the pillar.
Yeah. I believe we are meant to run away. I believe we are being hunted. So
Right back.
Yes, they
but
are
we
playing a game with us.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're about to be herded into a full-on slaughter.
Well, Gaston loves
Oh,
a good hunt. I've never been on
Well-
this side of the hunt before, though. That's a little odd, but
Then, how
Oh,
about
that's not-
we need to make sure that we cover our tracks. If they are vampires, as I believe they are, they may come back. So I suggest that we permanently guide them to the next realm.
what's a vampire?
Didn't you say we need to stake them through the heart or something like that?
I do believe that is what the scriptures have said of these abominations.
I'll grab up one of these chairs and snap off 2 legs, and I'm gonna go see my friend down here that I just beat to a bloody pulp and stake him.
Gaston, to answer your question, they drink your blood, and then sometimes if they get a little overzealous, they kill you by drinking your blood. They might just straight up eat you after that, or they might turn you into one of them if they feel so inclined. And bats and shit.
Well, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Yeah, no, I just got bit by that motherfucker.
Hmm.
It hurts.
So we're supposed to, I don't know, kill them before they kill us? I mean, that typically works for me in the hunt, but...
Yeah, now,
That seems to be the
you
thing.
might want to follow this lead, because unfortunately I'm not particularly strong. You mind snapping me a table leg so I can, finish the job?
Gaston has this, stand back, and he just, like, flips the table over and rips off one of the legs.
Please
Jesus,
make him
I
roll
just needed a
acrobatics
chair
for
leg.
fails.
Well, I had 2 of them. I snapped off 2 of them, so while he's flipping the
Doesn't
table over, I
matter.
just threw the other one across to you.
I'm still doing it, flipping the table, ripping one of the things off.
Gaston, can you maybe rip a couple more off so we can keep them for the future vampires that are coming to kill us? Maybe.
Of course, no one flips tables like Gaston. And I'll just
Yes!
start breaking off everything.
There
Yeah,
are there's 4 table legs on this table.
How
Or
many
sorry,
chair legs?
sorry, I had 8 table legs altogether on this table.
Taking all of them. And I'll hand them out to people.
Okay. So
Um,
I'll say you have 8 wooden stakes altogether. Is what we'll call them.
Yeah.
No, I staked this one over here that I pummeled.
All right. Escher is staked.
I will stake, blinking heck, I forgot her name already. Valenta.
Valenta Pavlovsky.
Yes.
When you
Papa.
stake them, each of them kind of look like they spring to life for just a second, and then they almost look like they rot. Like they're before they still kind of looked like they had just died, like they were still alive, maybe. But when you stab this through their hearts, they rot and they suddenly look like mummies within seconds, like they had been dead for thousands of years.
So we're down to 6 stakes.
Yep.
And
Nah, I pulled those 2. I pulled those 2 off a chair.
Oh, okay, never mind. So now we.
Yeah, so we've got 8.
Yeah, and I just look at her, and she's like, I just look at this rotting corpse, and I'm like, extinguish me. What a laugh.
There's also more furniture. There's no lack of wood for you guys to find, so
Gaston is just like destroying the furniture in this room. Like he's just like knocking everything off. He's ripping off every table leg he can come across while they're doing all this. Just lost in the motions.
Yeah, I'm moving up, and I just kind of glance at him as I walk by and give him this look and just keep going and kind of emotion for the others.
yeah. Are you guys ready to keep going?
Give me like 30
yes.
seconds. My cat has
Terry.
made a mess.
Oh no!
As we're kind of walking out, Terry's gonna walk over to the two corpses, the two mummies, and just like while he's like standing over, they give a prayer and just, may Kelumvor guide you to where you need to be. As he like half blesses the mummies in their next life. So, yes. Also,
I think you're
had a
muted,
look
Killer.
Yeah, you're muted. I am liking the faces though, and like you're not making any sounds, and those faces are great. I'm like, I should make up my own sounds for you.
Oh yeah, like that
I
game
wanted
where
to
we just
translate.
we try
Allow
to
me to
fill in what
translate.
she's saying.
That's
She
what the
sounds
rest of the game turns into.
Yeah, someone casts the opposite of blindness, deafness. So it's actually mute and stupid.
All right. So after you guys exit, the doors open. You guys kind of see to your right. There is a set of armor. You could go forward and go up the spiral staircase, or you could go back to this main hall. And there is a door to the right. There's a door to the left, and there's a staircase that goes up.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I kind of like spiral staircases. They're fun to walk up, and then I don't know. It just you keep going in a circle, but then yet somehow you get somewhere else.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, we can hear you.
Turn my camera back.
I was just saying that Teresa's gonna look back at her her shield and just go merci mon dieu, and it's gonna float back to her, and she's just gonna it's gonna attach itself to her back, and she's gonna follow.
Oh, I love that.
Real quick,
Is that
check
a
the
is that a
Discord.
dancing shield?
Check the
sorry?
Discord. It looks like we don't have any tokens loaded in, like actual loaded in. If you want to throw one in, I sent a little screenshot in the Discord if you haven't seen it.
I'm a dude.
Good
that
Like the
old
walks-
last
What do you
the last
mean?
combat, everybody was just like all their tokens were blank. Mine was
Oh,
too.
mine had
Fine.
pictures.
Did
Yeah.
it?
Mine have
Yeah,
all
mine
the
had
pictures
pictures,
from.
too.
Mine have the
Okay.
pictures from D&D Beyond.
Oh,
Maybe
Mine
I
it's
saw
did-
it in
you
the
all.
stream.
Mine didn't
Yeah,
have
it's
any,
a
and the
you
stream
problem.
the stream didn't have any either.
Oh.
Sounds like a you problem.
I had to load. Once I loaded in one, it popped up on the stream though.
Let
All right.
me-
Hashtag
Anyway,
issue.
Just check. Just
Anyway.
check where I said to check. Okay.
anyway,
Just check.
Wolf. Anyway, there is a spiral staircase. There's a spiral staircase, a suit of armor, and then in the main hall there is a door to the right, a staircase to the front, or a door to the left. Where would you guys like to go?
So many
Man,
doors, so
This
little
graphic is making me a little sick.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think it's pretty cool, though.
Gaston, you said you wanted to go up, correct?
Well, I think up's the best way to go. I kind of want to take the spirals to the top.
It could help us if we get a higher vantage point. It could hopefully reveal something. Like the sunlight's coming through. Holy shit. Anyway.
Is that where you guys like to go?
Yeah.
Terry
Ow.
is going to follow Gaston. And in his head think, well, everybody needs a meat shield.
Damn.
Okay.
As we are walking.
You guys walk up the stairs, and you open the door, and you enter into an old study. And inside are a bunch of old
I'll do it.
bookshelves. There's a desk there with some books open on it. There are some treasure chests to the side. Just lots of things to look at. There are also 2 doors to exit from here.
I am casing this joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick investigation to read a quick scan of the books on the table.
Yeah, I think we should all investigate. Oops, I rolled it the wrong thing and I got a nat 20. Darn it.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen because I have it blocking the visual because the visual's making me motion sick.
I ain't saying
And
shit.
then
Ma'am, can you?
Um, okay. So in the study, actually, just everybody give me an investigation roll if you want to look around. So I've got
I got a 2.
18 from
I got
Teresa, a 2.
I rolled
Hey.
an 8.
that tracks. He's looking at his own muscles now.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Okay.
found a mirror and I'm like,
So, Teresa, you find
Eee.
a book called Dark Tales and Fables, and it's a collection of grim stories and cautionary tales from Barovian folklore. In there, you find information that talks about how daylight is the main key to defeating vampires. Let's see. Aradia,
I got a
you
24.
find the Tome of Forgotten Heroes. It's
Ooh.
biographies of adventurers who've attempted to defeat Strahd over the centuries, with their exploits and ultimate failures meticulously recorded. You found lots of people staking the vampires, lots of people killing the vampires in lot, lots of people killing the vampires, and they all failed.
Well,
They didn't do a good enough job.
I just
Gaston, you find
I find something with a 3.
Your ego.
a ball of
yes,
lint.
you find a caged raven. It's just a raven. It watches silently, and it stares at you and keeps eye contact with you the entire time you look at it.
I know, I'm a beautiful specimen, but try not to stare. It's rude, you
Right.
know.
Lorne, you find a taxidermy bat. Its eyes also seem to not leave yours. And Terry,
Damn. What animal doesn't stop looking at me with an 8?
you find an ornate mirror.
Oh.
You find an ornate mirror that has like a beautiful golden like frame around it, but the mirror has been smashed. Like someone has been just like destroyed this mirror.
So you don't stop
Oh.
looking at you.
Um,
Is there anything else in this room, or are we?
there is. Let's see. What is Terry's passive perception? Oh, of course it's high.
Passive perception is a 17.
Yep.
Aradius
Terry.
is a 25.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
Actually, Aradia notices this. On
Yeah.
the desk here, the book that's open on the desk is Strahd's diary. And inside tells the story of how he became a vampire, how he made the deal with dark powers, how he made a deal with dark powers, and when you make a deal with dark powers, you must make a sacrifice. And his sacrifice was he murdered his brother on his brother's wedding day. And he still never got what he wanted. He got for what he gave. What he got in return was eternal punishment, eternal damnation, and a repeat of his death over and over and over again for
Of his
all
brother's
eternity.
death or his death?
His death.
They're saying that multiple groups of adventurers have come here probably to do the same thing that we're doing, except, they're the ones taking the initiative on the hunting. And, people have killed them how you're supposed to kill them. And yet they're still here being a problem for us. So,
Yes, it looks like there may be sunlight, actual daylight will be the key to defeating, so we might just have to survive until the morning, until
Oh
we
no,
see
they
the
tried that too.
Is there anything on it, I don't know, having an effect? Or is it just passage in the text?
I think it
It's
kills
just the
them.
text. There's nothing really magical or special about the book itself.
I think the shit that's supposed to kill him does kill him. The problem is, you know, I don't think the rules of this
Keeps
this
coming back.
world work like they oughta.
Well,
And
if they still kill them and we can get away, I mean, it'll be someone else's problem down the road, but we'll be.
that's my point exactly. It doesn't end here.
Well, but it can end
Or
for
maybe it
us.
does.
Does it say in the book whether he wakes up in the same place, or does he wake up somewhere else when he is killed and comes back?
Does it say that? Anything of that nature? Is it like is it like a time loop where if he gets killed it resets?
No, he doesn't really say that. He is more. It's more of him lamenting about how why is this happening to him? Not he made the deal and he gave them what they wanted. Why are they doing this to him? Not it's not really more. It's not really about the technical details of what is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
Gotcha.
more it's too emotional. It's like to get
Right.
that vibe. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know, but all I can tell you is this guy really doesn't like it. Maybe we'd be doing him a favor. Maybe not.
No one should be capable of eternal life. That's not feasible.
Buddy, we're in the room with fucking vampires.
Perhaps they just want to rest. Everyone deserves the chance to be. Shall we continue? I don't think we'll be able to find much more here.
So there's three ways you can leave here. There is the room that's straight ahead when we came in. There's the room that's kind of to the right at the edge. Or you can continue to go up the spiral staircase.
Well, I love a good spiral staircase, but I'll let someone else pick this time.
I'm here
Aradia,
for
you found the most information. Would you be capable of taking the lead for now?
Well, I suppose. I got good eyes for danger, so yeah, I'll be the front. I'll be the point man.
Right. Where would we go?
I mean, I'm kind of here for spiral staircases too, but
They're fun, aren't they?
they're cool. That's
They
like the one
are.
thing. That's the one thing I'm gonna agree with you on tonight, buddy.
Well, I don't
Love
know. It's the night's young. I'm sure we could agree on plenty of things, but spiral staircases, at least we can bond over that for now.
We can bond over architecture. You're gonna have to be like moderately less gross for me to bond with you over much
Well,
else.
well, I don't. What do you mean? I'm gross. Have you looked at me?
I have.
Unfortunately, yes.
How can you look at this chiseled jaw? Look at these muscles. How could you possibly think this was gross?
The fact that you continuously point them out to me and other people is
Well,
what makes it gross.
I just think it's nice to share.
Let other people appreciate the art for themselves. You don't have to go around yelling at people how good the art is.
Well, to be fair, in my defense, I usually have a friend that does that for me, but they're not here. So I figured I would
The little
pick up
gay guy
the
that's
slack.
obsessed with you.
Cool. So, if you don't mind, we probably shouldn't be making a ton of noise. You know, lest we start a fight on a spiral staircase, which, while a beautiful piece of architecture, is probably one of the worst things to fight in.
You kind of
You have
hear
a
right
point.
after you say that there's like an echoing. It like echoes all through the castle, like all around you. He's like, "You believe I don't know where you're at right now and everything you're saying?"
Yeah, fuck you too, bucko.
See, I'm not.
Yes, fuck you as well.
It's not a competition, but you've got to. He's creepier than me. Yes.
Oh, definitely, I will grant you that one.
I don't know. He seemed to be kind of refined. He was very refined and had manners up until the point where he said he was going to kill us. So I don't know. I mean, that's really questionable.
I wasn't excited about sitting down at the table with this rando I've never met before, and suddenly I was. And I don't
You
like
seemed
it.
to really like him there at the beginning. You decided to sit down. And you were talking about how good he looked. And you were staring at him. I thought you'd made a connection there.
Buddy,
Since he
buddy, that was
knows-
somebody noodling around in my mind, which I'm
He
gonna
had
stake
good
it
wine.
personally
That-
for.
That explains how he got 4 people to marry him. He was noodling in their minds. That's
Harry
it.
is going to cast thaumaturgy on himself, and in a screaming and booming voice out of nowhere, he's just gonna say, "He already knows where we are and what we are saying. Can we make a decision and try to kill it?"
We're going up the stairs, and
Thank
we're
you.
gonna go up the
Alright.
stairs.
Okay. All right then. So you guys kind of just turn back around and you head back out the same door you came in, and you head on up the stairs.
Stairs to anywhere.
And you come up here, and once you enter this door, you enter into a private dining room where everything is covered in dust, cobwebs. There's food sitting on the table that's rotting. There's specifically a wedding cake that is desiccated. It is shrank in, hardened. It is preserved under its own dehydration.
Is it weird? I still think that looks delicious.
Take a bite. Find out.
And at the end of the table is standing a beautiful woman. She has dark skin, beautiful light brown curly hair. She's kind of muscular. She's wearing plated armor, and when you walk in, she says, "I've been waiting for you."
Oh, next one. I am going to, as soon as we see her, I am just going to place my hand on Teresa's shoulder, and I'm going to cast guidance on her. As already in this thing, she is the one that he trusts the most, also being of faith. And the moment downstairs.
Yeah, and she's of course gonna say her little prayer. Mon Dieu, please protect us, and then her shield's gonna wake up.
You gonna cut the cake soon?
This cake is 3,000 years old. Do you want a piece? You can
I don't
have
think
it.
I don't think you can count that high.
I believe it's like, at
Does
this point,
cake
the cake
go
was a
bad?
wedding cake, and at this point, it's like a little Debbie cake. It's like a hostess cake, is how big it is. But it's hard as a rock. You can have if you would like. She says, "I only come here to warn you. You cannot beat Strahd. I have been trapped here with him for 3,000 years. He is unbeatable. Honestly, I don't know what else to tell you, what to do otherwise. There's no leaving here. There's no getting out of here. The only thing to do is really be murdered by Strahd."
Well, he's kept you around, yes? What's your secret?
He wants to bang me, is my secret. And I have been fighting him off for 3,000 years. But I still cannot kill him.
Respect.
I am able to keep him off.
Work, bitch.
Please allow me to give you a gift that may allow you to at least have chance. And so she kind of like puts out her hands and she reaches towards Teresa and Terry, and she turns Teresa's sword into. She changes Teresa's sword, and so Teresa, go to your inventory and add the Sunflare sword.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And remove your
Flame-tongue?
the flame tongue short sword. Yep, and add the Sunflare sword. And then Terry, you are going to remove your amulet of the Devout, and you're going to add the Holy Amulet of Ravenkind.
I am going to learn how to do that, because I don't know how to add items in alchemy.
Oh, shit. And you've got homebrew turned off, too, on D&D Beyond. Oh, damn, I don't know how to do that on alchemy. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, that's easy. I can just manage the character turn on homebrew.
Yeah.
I can just do that.
At least
What's it called? Amulet of Ravenclaw.
It doesn't actually change your all's like actual hitting abilities, so you probably don't need to change anything in alchemy. If you just want to look at D&D Beyond, it gives you some more abilities.
Okay, cool. I will do this while we figure out more stuff, because this may take me a second. Sorry.
Just take a look at what they do, and you'll be like, oh, cool.
Okay, so
Wait.
it changes it from fire to radiant damage.
Yeah.
Not just radiant. Look at what it does. Yeah, it does daylight.
Amulet of
Ooh.
Ravenkind, you said? Sorry?
I'm sorry?
Amulet of Ravenkind.
Holy Amulet of Ravenkind.
Gotcha, I just wanted to make sure.
Ravenkind.
But Irina says, please. I ask people this pretty much every single day of my life. You're my only hope. Please. I assume you're going to die, just like the rest. But please, try.
Okay.
Gaston
And,
doesn't die.
She says, through that door, you will meet your fate. Go on.
Now, just to clarify, when you say fate, you're talking about
Death.
Strahd, not I. Okay. Just
He is
wanted
going to
make
kill
sure.
you. He will kill you.
You want to die? Or are you happy here?
If you guys want, you can back up and leave. Or you can go on into the Strahd room.
Try and find other items.
Or you can hang out here.
Let's go to the Strahd room. Let's go.
We need to go to the Strahd room. Before we go to the Strahd room, though, I just like look at this lady with this like incredibly serious like I get you look in my eyes, and it's like he
Yeah,
won't.
right back.
He's not gonna hurt you again.
He will, but it's okay. He will hurt you too, and I am sorry.
Well, he won't be trying to force himself on you.
Yes, that's just the worst. I can't imagine a person doing that to another person.
Read the room.
Absolutely disgusting.
He has
Read the
morals.
room, bucko.
I'm agreeing with you.
Makes me want to punch myself in the own face.
I'm agreeing with you. The Strahd fellow, he needs to go.
Can I cast Mage Hand and just like have it like just lightly tap him across the back of the head? I mean, it's spectral. It goes through him. It goes through.
I think
10.
he's in
Oh,
the
no,
You can do
room.
10
You
pounds of
You
force.
could use the hand to
You can
manipulate an
ruffle his
object.
hair. You can.
I could do it to manipulate an object. I'm gonna get it to pick up a plate and just on the top
Actually,
of his head.
so Mage Hand can do 10 pounds of force. Do you know how much it takes to rip a human ear off? 10 pounds of force. Just saying.
You could pull his hair. Just to
It would be
fuck with
nice,
him.
but I'm just gonna get the mage hand just to smack him across the back of the head.
The
Do
plate
not
is a good
mess
touch.
with the hair. Do you know how long it takes me to get my hair like this every morning?
As long as
Strahd's
it takes you to
about
have a
to-
coherent thought.
I believe there is a saying in my faith that is pride goeth before the fall, so I may want to keep that.
Teresa,
I understood like
absolutely
3 of
agree.
those words, but it did not sound nice.
I absolutely agree with you of pride before the fall. However, as you can see, he has clearly fallen many times.
So while you guys are talking, all of the doors except for the one you go into Strahd have bricks have came up from the floor and covered them.
Great.
And the fog that's on the floor here has started to come up from the floor and become thicker on the edge of the room on the other side, and it's starting to push you all towards the door.
Before we go in, I would like to cast mage armor on myself while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
fine.
I
Everyone
would like
thinks
my
I'm
AC to be shit.
everyone
for a
thinks
rogue.
I'm stupid. The hunt begins.
think-
We'll show
don't
you
think-
how Gaston performs. I'm gonna take a potion of healing before we go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a potion of
Mhm.
Hill Giant Strength.
Yep, go ahead. You've got just a second to heal, so go ahead and do whatever you need to do for that. And
My healing potions.
What
I'm
is that?
just
Is that
gonna
a D4? 2D4.
It's 2d4 plus 2 if you're doing the regular one, or 44 plus 4 if you're doing the cool one.
5.
I'm
I
gonna do a regular one.
am going to, as we're like starting to walk in, everybody be careful. We don't know what will happen. However, we do have the advantage of stealth, and I'm going to reach into my little side satchel and open up my dust of disappearance, and I'm going to throw it around as it is within 10 feet. When you use an action to throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Ooh, yes please.
No one hides comrades like a Gaston, and I will cast Pass Without Trace as well.
The duration is the same for all subjects. The dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature. And 100% we are not fixing that. You cast a spell, you lose your invisibility.
I have advantage on stealth anyway.
Yeah, I know. I just 100%. Terry's not correct.
Wait, why is everyone else? Why can I see me? Can you only see yourself? That makes sense.
Yes,
Okay.
of
Okay.
course.
Can still see yourself. That would be weird
So,
if you couldn't.
Gaston, I do believe your clothes are not invisible though, so
we should
No,
probably
He
get
takes his shirt off.
No.
I understand.
by this point, the fog has forced you guys completely down to where your guys are starting to like bump into each other,
yeah.
and you don't
Opening the door.
really have much of a choice to open the door or you're going to start getting squished.
Yeah, opening the
Let's
door.
go.
Opening the door, and the only thing that Strahd is going to see is shirtless Gaston.
So
No.
all of you guys,
one.
Come at me, demon.
all of you guys come inside.
Yep.
Inside, this is Strahd's main study. Inside, you see Strahd and all of his brides, including Escher and Valenta.
Even if we turn them into a corpse.
Even though you put the stakes through their heart, they are there.
I am
Um,
sneaking in behind Gaston.
Strahd says, "Oh, welcome, honored guests. I've been expecting you. It's not very often I get guests with such determination. You've proven yourselves by surviving this long. It's a commendable feat, indeed. Tell me, what is it you hope to accomplish? Do you seek to end me? Do you seek to free this land? Just so you know, I am this land. I am Barovia. Barovia and I, we are one. We are inseparable. You cannot possibly understand the depths of my desires, the weight of my eternal quest. Many have stood where you stand now, only to be crushed by the inevitability of fate. Perhaps we need not be enemies. Pledge yourselves to me now, and I shall grant you power beyond measure. Come, come.
Those antlers there. When did you get those? You've got, what is that, 22 points on that one? That's impressive.
They were werebucks.
Weird. I've never hunted a weredeer myself.
It only cost me 20 werebucks.
I too am a little bit of an antler aficionado.
Pledge yourself to me, and I shall grant you power beyond measure. Do not,
okay.
and you shall perish.
How big is this room?
I will not defile myself by making such a pledge to you.
How
This
big is the
room.
I would like to know.
Hold on, let me be exact. 1, 2, 3. It's 75 feet from the door you came in to the other wall on the other side, and it is 100 feet across, and then it is 40 feet tall.
Okay. Are they all in one kind of lumped area at the other end? Like, I'm assuming he's booming his voice of some sort.
Not really. So if you kind of look,
we have a tactical map for this one, please.
I know the pictures aren't necessarily showing it well, but right now he is standing up there in front of his fireplace, and you guys you're just standing probably about 20 feet from him at the door.
Okay, and his many wives?
He's
all over the place.
Well, you know what? Let me show you.
Yeah, please.
I was gonna say, how many of them do you think you would say fit in about a 10-foot circle?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do maths, but I'm like,
This is the battlefield.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I apologize.
And you can kind of see where everyone is.
Oh no, Strahd's head's got cut off in his token.
I know. No one was supposed to notice that.
I was gonna say, we've killed him already. He clearly has no head.
All right. Back to where we were, though. Bow down to me or die. Does anyone bow down?
No.
Alright.
I already spoke my piece.
I'm super invisible right now. Y'all go ahead, because I want to do a thing.
He says, this is what expected. Nobody ever accepts offer until almost dead, and then I no longer offer. You are mere mortals, bound by the chains of time. I have transcended such limitations. You know, this is enough talk. Let us see if your skills match your convictions.
That's what I've been waiting for.
While he's talking...
Just think, Gaston, if you take him up on his offer, you'll be young and beautiful forever.
Gaston stays young and beautiful forever regardless. No, this is a This is a test of my mettle.
Initiative for everyone, please.
I
While
think
he
Terry
is
was saying something.
Yeah, it's like Terry will just says.
While he is talking, I want to silently and slowly move to around the middle of the room or so. Like, to be, like, within... I want to be within, like, 25 feet of Strahd to see if I can try and catch anyone else. While invisible, I want to hold on to the Ravenloft, the Ravenkind amulet, and I would like to spend one charge to flare it up with to use hold vampires. And I don't know if it's because I'm invisible that means I have an advantage on it because it's not like technically a spell, so the invisibility doesn't drop. It is just a item action. And anybody that is within 30 feet, so specifically 25 feet of Strahd, and then see if I can try and catch anybody else in that thing as well, because tactical map.
Okay.
And I want to use the hold vampires, which will be a DC 15 saving throw. But as I said, I don't know if being invisible does anything to that. If they roll with disadvantage or whatever, I don't know.
Okay. Hold that for 2 seconds. I will let you have something like surprise. And I'll let you have we'll go ahead and everybody roll initiative, and we'll
Okay.
start the battle, and you'll just like kind of just go first before everyone else with that.
I
That makes
also
sense?
wanted to do a thing while he's monologuing.
Now listen. All right.
If the
okay.
answer is no,
Go
I
ahead.
understand.
Go ahead.
No. If you want me to wait until
No.
it's my
Go ahead,
turn,
go ahead.
I'm more than happy doing it. As soon as he's like, "Let me test your metal," I wanted to like, I don't know how fucking geometry works with a 10-foot circle, but I think there were 2 of them. Him and like one wife were like decently close together, so I wanted to like throw down a shatter before, and then he'd have disadvantage on the save because I'm invisible.
Alright. I have rolled a dirty 20. Teresa, do you want to swap?
I have rolled a CX 15.
I'm sorry. I'm coming back.
What is this,
You're good.
Dragonbane? What's happening?
The new
I know.
2024 alert
I know.
allows
You
me
already
to
told me.
swap. I didn't really give Aradia a choice before because it was an instinctual thing of this bitch looks stronger than me, so y'all go first. But I am going to ask Teresa if they want to swap our initiative.
Yes, I'll do that. That would be great.
Yeah. So you will have a dirty 20 for your roll, and I'll take your 5.
Beautiful. Even better.
Wow,
And-
Lorne. Who's going
we just
first?
automatically win because Ravnak has left the room, so
Yay! That was a really great time, guys.
Oh, that was
Strahd-
a great fight. Yeah.
Strahd's just standing
Ravnog is
there.
allowed to go pee. Okay.
Dog.
Jeez. All
Okay,
right.
he's still doing his
Strahd
bell
while you were
when
going.
he comes back. Strahd's dead.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
that is
heard the entire thing. All right. Okay. So
Just gonna make a toilet
I am going to allow Epsilon to do her thing, but I am going to cut it off right there because I want to really try to do better at going by the stricter rules about how initiative is supposed to work and surprise is supposed to work.
I can wait.
No. I already let Terry do it, so I'm going to let you do it. I can't just say no to you.
Don't
and
feel
say yes
bad.
to him.
We try to take advantage of his lax initiative rules and Golden Balls.
all the time.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
do the
learned the
thing where
rules
you-
now, bitch.
I'm trying to do the thing where it's like in Baldur's Gate, you could just randomly like click attack whilst you're just talking to somebody. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing, except I'm invisible.
I played Baldur's Gate before I learned the D&D rules, and it's ruined my life because I always think like, what? Oh, it doesn't work like that, does it? All right. Anyway, yes, I'll go ahead and allow Erida and Terry to do their things. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to treat those like a surprise. So go ahead and roll initiative.
We already all
Done.
did that.
Already have.
All right. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Teresa got 5.
Teresa and I are swapping. So I got the 5, and Teresa's taking my dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh my God.
25. Lorne got
24, I
bullshit.
believe.
24.
Can you get me a
Aradia got
Aradia,
a
Aradia, 15, and Gaston,
24.
24. All right. So, we're gonna go Terry first. He's gonna do. You did a turn undead, right, or a whole vampire?
Hold vampires. So anyone within 30 feet of the holy symbol. I specifically want to be within at least 25 feet of Strahd, because I obviously want to target the head honcho. And then if I could try and position myself with anybody else within the 30 feet, I would like to try to do that. Okay, that's cool and all. There we go.
Sorry. Well, it was cool. Shut up.
That was
I'm gonna
dope as
move
fuck.
myself
Yeah, I still
to
can't
be
see
here.
anybody's tokens. So weird.
I put mine.
within range. That's
Real
within
quick
range.
before we go further into this battle, I want to show everybody this over here on the right. This is sort of a height thing because some of these characters can fly and climb on the wall. So if they're doing that, this is how high they are.
Okay.
That's what that on the right is.
So high.
Got it.
I really wasn't sure how else to show that, so that's what I did that
No,
for.
that's actually very smart. Good job, Revna.
That is really cool.
Thanks. All right. So we're gonna go, Terry. You move where
Yes.
you were wanting to go. You're
gonna move-
invisible at the time, right?
Yes, I am invisible. So, Strahd, Valenta, and Escher are within range. I don't believe that's 35 feet, and that is 40 feet. So yeah, so Strahd, Valenta, and Escher will need to make a wisdom saving throw. As I said, I am invisible. It is an item action. I don't lose invisibility because it's not a spell, but whatever happens, happens.
Strahd sees through invisibility, so he does not have disadvantage on it. So what's the saving throw?
DC of 15. Wisdom saving throw.
Strahd got 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valenta, who is the other one you hit, got a 1. She had a critical failure.
And
So she's
Escher
held.
is also within 30 feet.
I'm sorry?
Escher is also within 30 feet.
Oh, okay, cool. Escher gets 18.
That is a pass. Cool.
Okay.
So Valenta is paralyzed.
All right, cool. And then what was Aradia doing? She's also
Aradia-
invisible, correct?
Yes, Aradia wants to let's see.
I love this because it kind of shows like how cocky Strahd is. He just let you walk out there and do this because he's like,
Right?
he knows you're invisible and he's like watching you just do it. He's like, oh, cool. He just
So-
keeps giving his
I
monologue.
need to finish my cool monologue before
Yeah.
I let anybody.
I need monologue before I let you fucking wail on me like
This is monologue.
I like to think the idea that Strahd hasn't seen someone be strategic in 500 years. It was like, oh, I see you are attacking directly.
all of these people come in, they're like, I kill you, and then they die. Can you tell I do an Eastern European accent a lot?
Snuck in there a little bit.
I had to show off Drabakovsky. Anyway, what I'm doing is I want to pop a shatter, and it's a 10-foot circle, so I assume I could get Valenta and Mr. Von Zarvik in the same in a
The squares are 5 feet, so yeah, you
Yep.
can get those.
So the cool part though, the doubly cool part is if I'm invisible when I cast a spell, they get disadvantage on the save.
Right. Strahd sees you though. Strahd sees through invisibility. But
Fuck nuggets.
Valenta does not, and she's actually held, so she gets. I
Double
guess
It's a
disadvantage.
con save, so I don't think it would
Yeah.
affect that. It would have that paralysis would affect it,
Well.
but this does.
No, they automatically fail strength and dexterity. They do have innate. You have an advantage on your attack rolls, and if you're invisible, and she gets disadvantage on her saving throw, then that's cool.
All right. So Strahd got a 19,
Fuck nuggets.
and then Valenta has disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
So she gets. She loses. She gets 6.
Is that a okay? It is a DC. Cool.
Yeah, the DC's 15. It's 18 thunder damage. And non-magical things that aren't being worn or carried also take damage.
No, what? What now?
Just shit breaks.
Yeah, like the table explodes.
I break the
Okay.
table a little bit, and yeah, I just drop a bomb of noise, throw a bomb of noise, basically, as I, like, pop back in.
She
Like-
came in like a wrecking ball.
Nice.
I do a little peace sign.
All right. Well,
Making out my mallet.
first to go. First to go is going to be Strahd.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
wouldn't expect anything less.
But he can see us all anyway, so...
Well, I'm just out there bare chested, ready to go.
I'm so glad I.
Strahd moves over here,
First.
and as he moves over here into this darkness, into this like shadow in the corner, you see he kind of turns into this like smoke, this black smoke, and he blends in with this shadow and disappears. And then suddenly he appears right here behind you, Teresa. And he says, "Hello," and he bites you on the neck.
Oh,
He has advantage, and he gets oof, 29 for the hit.
Yeah.
And it's going to deal 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Cool.
And then 16 necrotic damage.
Ugh.
And then you're going to do a DC 22 Constitution save.
Jesus. You gave me something, didn't you? Psychic.
I gave you guidance just before we went in, but I'm not sure if that would have lasted after.
Guidance, I think, only
that
helps
was
you
before.
hit harder.
It's only last
No,
minute.
that's bless. Guidance is the one that you spam the fuck out of when you have Shadowheart in your party.
You spam the fuck out of it when you have...
The target
yeah.
can roll a d4 and add the number to their
The
one ability check.
Oh god, the comrades
But I'm
have
not sure if that
fallen.
would work for a saving throw, because saving throw
Yeah,
ability makes it two different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I need a DC 22 Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Blurp.
6.
So your max HP is also reduced by the amount of what was that necrotic damage I just told you?
Does anybody
1.
remember 17?
17. Yes, 17. That was it.
Okay.
And so your max HP is reduced by that amount.
Hoo boy.
Yep.
We die in
Then-
the night, boys.
Strahd is going to whoosh out of here again. He does not get opportunity attacks. He's going to go over here into the shadows and disappear again. Suddenly appear right here behind Lorne, and he's going to try to bite him. And he's going to hit Lorne for a 39.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure a 39 will hit, but let me check. Yeah, yeah, it does.
Double
It does.
check.
It does. I check.
That's going to be 8 piercing damage plus 23 necrotic. And I
Okay,
need
well, I want to deflect the 8 piercing damage.
all right.
And I automatically do D10 plus 17, so I can deflect it.
Okay.
So make what kind of savings throw?
I'm sorry.
What kind of savings throw against the necrotic?
Constitution. So you take the necrotic damage, and then you do the saving throw against the permanent HP reduction. So you still take the 23 necrotic damage, and then if you fail the saving throw, you're going to have your HP reduced by 23.
All right, 23. Got it.
Mm-hmm. And then Strahd is going to use his bonus action to disengage and scoot away into the shadows.
Ah, yes.
And then it is Gaston's turn.
Well, this is nothing I can't handle. What did you nerds say that it was these things don't like?
Daylight?
Sunlight.
Huh.
Hey, wrong. I did the wrong accent there.
Okay. He's gonna kind of put his crossbow away. I do this sometimes only because it's hard to see the deer at night, but I will drop a daylight right in the middle of the room.
Oh!
What's the radius?
60-foot radius sphere. It should light up the whole fucking room.
Almost the whole room.
60-foot
60
radius?
foot radius. It's 120 feet across, all the way around. It's 120 feet it covers.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was thinking diameter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 60-foot radius. So I want to put it right in the middle, so it should just light up everything.
Suddenly, all the vampires start screaming.
Huh.
Vampires love that.
You know, that's the first thing that a book has ever done good for me.
I'll pat you on the back.
Maybe
you should do it
He
again.
can be taught. Look at that. He can be taught.
You know, maybe I was wrong to have so little faith in you. You
It
get
lasts-
0.1 faith.
I like that.
Anastasia, she uses one of her legendary actions, and she summons 2 vampires. They fall from the ceiling.
Okay.
One of them appears right here, falls
It's
right behind you guys. And the other one falls right here.
And burst into flames. Does this do damage to them?
They will take damage, yes, from the light, yes, on their turn.
I like the on their turn.
Well, that's by the rules, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Well, that's just
Like
when it
Moonbeam.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who's next? Let's see.
Should be
Teresa.
Lauren. Did Lauren go already?
Beautiful.
Are all the shadows removed so we can see where Strahd's at?
I'm sorry. Lauren and Gaston got the same roll, so
Yeah.
I put them together. Sorry, Lauren, you do go next. I'm sorry, Teresa. Lauren's next.
It's all right. No worries.
So are all the shadows gone? Is Strahd visible now?
Strahd is visible. He's just kind of ran away into the corner.
That's
But it's
fine.
all
I'll
lit
run
up
away into the
now,
corner
right?
with him.
I get it.
I will go to him
Mm-hmm.
and I will attack him multiple times.
multiple times.
So let's try this.
What is it, like 106 attacks at level 12 for a monk?
I can do 5.
106.
Can you do 5?
5
Really?
unarmed.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah, 5 unarmed. If I use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Alright, so let's try one.
Okay.
The 26.
26 is going to hit.
Alright, and then.
For me, can one of these attacks be a bitch slap?
A corpse has
22?
to be slapped.
Does 22 hit?
He is going to use a reaction and throw up shield, and 22 is going to miss.
Okay.
Ew.
Alright.
But that 26 would still hit.
Holy
Pretty
mother of-
hit?
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking Christ.
Gotta up the
Jeez.
game a little, right?
He's like, my shield.
No, my shield.
29.
What the
Ow.
fuck, man? That
Ow,
was my
right in the
best shield.
shield.
Right
Pow.
in the shield.
Pow, right
18
in the
is gonna
shield.
miss. So that's gonna be 3 hits. 15, 16, 7.
46 altogether.
Let's do 46 plus. I have used I've activated my tattoos.
Oh? And what do they do?
Well, they add a d6 damage to every bludgeoning attack that I do.
Damn. So
And-
you got.
So I have to add that to it.
So you hit 3
And
times.
they-
So you get 3d6.
Yeah, 3d6. And I can. And the target cannot attack me. Cannot make any. Hold on. Also, I was reading.
So far, he's already taken 47 damage.
He can take some more. It's fine.
Okay, that's it. The other thing doesn't affect him. All right, and so I'm gonna throw down 3d6 more.
Damn, dog.
I feel like people
11
give
more.
monks a hard time. I think they're awesome.
This man
57.
just did 58 damage in a turn, like
And
it was
missed
nothing.
and missed 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Only rolled one of them below a 20.
Right. We're
And then-
we're at level 12 too. Like we're
We're
not
at
even
12,
really
yeah.
all that high. Like that's crazy.
I will say
It's,
the new rules I feel like up the power level a bit.
I love it.
For monks, it really did. Monks were kind of depowered, so it really helped monks. So also, since I hit him, he can't. I'm going to use Adol, so he can't he can't opportunity attack me. And I'm also automatically get to use Step of Wind, so nobody can attack me. And then I'm just going to move back up here. It seems like a good place. Make them come to me.
Get in the table.
Is the table
Yeah.
even still
Yeah, it's
there,
on the table.
or did it get shattered?
No, the table's there. I put the shatter over on the rug, so
Okay. Okay.
The
Oh,
rug.
right.
it's a little scarred.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pulled the rug out from under him.
Forward. Ha.
All right, so I think that's all I'm going to do this round. I want to try out the new monks and see how they did, and the new monks seem to be pretty mean at this level.
Yeah.
Strahd is going to use one of his reactions to cast Fireball, and he's going to center it right here. I don't know why I can't do the ping for you guys,
It
but
pinged
it's
for
going to
me.
hit all of you.
It pinged. Yeah, it pinged. Yeah, right there.
That was me.
Oh,
We
wait,
can see that. Oh, right here.
I don't see your pings either. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's going to hit all 5 of you. So I need a dexterity saving roll from all 5 of you.
Okay.
Have evasion. Let's
I-
fucking go.
Am going to.
Noise!
Wait.
I'm gonna say
Not
thanks,
noise.
but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm gonna use one charge of my Ring of Evasion to just succeed on this.
Nice.
I have evasion, which means I think I take half damage.
Yeah, evasion gives you half if you fail.
I do.
I have evasion also, and I believe I succeeded with a 24.
Probably.
Okay, so the damage is 24. So let's see. Aradia fails. Teresa fails. Am I missing somebody? Who am I missing? I'm missing Terry?
Yeah,
Terry?
I'm using one charge of my Ring of Evasion to choose to succeed.
Oh, okay. So Aradia fails and Teresa fails. So you take the full 24 damage. Everybody else takes 12.
Aradia
I
has
don't take
evasion
any.
as a rogue, so she takes half.
Okay.
And I don't take any because I have evasion as a monk.
Okay.
What was that damage again? I'm sorry, I was reading something.
24. 24. It was actually not that great of a roll.
Oh wait, is it all fire? I'm a fucking tiefling.
Yep, it was all fire.
So I
So you
just
got
take
Better damage.
So I just take
So it's-
6.
Yeah, it's half the half.
So I take 6. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right, and then now it's Teresa's turn.
We look unimpressed.
Um,
Damn, he
Yeah.
was like 5 feet off hitting one of his bitches.
yeah, right. She's going to go, Mon Dieu, please guide my sword to bring these dark entities into the light. And then, she's gonna activate the Sunflower short sword. She
Nice.
should still have her, her shield up because it hasn't been long enough yet. So we're gonna start with that. That's a great start. We're gonna start with that. And then I get a 1d4 extra, right? Because I have guidance.
Right.
No, guidance is for ability checks, unless this is an ability check.
Oh no, that's right. Blech.
So guidance is ability checks. Bless is what
Bless.
we want.
Bless is what we wanted. Okay, never mind. Does a 15 hit?
There's your cute little shield in front of you.
Oh, I love her. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Who were you hitting?
The arena behind me.
Ah,
Isn't she cool?
Oh, well, you don't want to hit her. She's on your side.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
oh,
that was the
never
girl
mind.
that came in that gave us the stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
never
cool.
mind.
Arena's on our side.
She was maybe okay. So never mind. I'm gonna move over here then, and it's the same thing. It still
Yeah.
doesn't hit her. But I'm gonna try again.
But you have advantage on her. She's being held.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna
Yes.
re-roll that first one.
Do it.
You get advantage. Any attack that hits is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Amazing. Does it-
Noise.
20 so 21 hits. So that's gonna be 24 damage. So actually, hang on. Give me a second. The
Right.
12. Hang on. Give me a second.
Actually, it
that's
deals
six-
another.
That's gonna be 12. So that's gonna be another 6 on top of that of radiant damage.
He falls to the ground and is laying there dead.
Excellent.
Oh, you just one-shot her. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you need to do?
My god is on my side. Well, I can't move any farther, so I guess that's
T-pose over her corpse.
Yeah, right. Do like a
Don't know.
dab.
Damn.
Can you
T-posing is a free action.
stake her with a sword?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can, like, do a cool thing where I, like, she falls down. I, like, just make sure I stab through her heart with the sword.
So it needs to be a wooden stake if you're wanting to do it right.
Rude. I have a
I
steak
don't know.
also.
Yeah.
I think we all have one because Gaston wanted to
Just above
show
the
off.
table.
Broke every
So-
leg off that table.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I do.
if you're-
Yeah. I
His
would
furniture is
I
in
would
shit.
just kneel down real quick with that wooden stake and just boop. Just
All right.
boop her.
So when you stab her in the heart,
The full
she
burning experience.
screeches out. She kind of comes alive, almost like she looked like when you guys fought her downstairs.
Mhm.
And then she rots like to the 1,000-year-old like mummy, like she looked like downstairs. But then afterwards, she burns away and moves away from the light source, the daylight source. And she is just burnt away into nothingness.
Cool. I say a little prayer.
And after this, all the other vampires scream out in pain.
Sick.
And it is Aradia's turn.
All right. Well, there's a lot of fish to fry right now, but I might as well just delete this one because it's in Gaston's grill. So I'm gonna pull my flame tongue scimitar. And I'm gonna go in swords blazing,
All right.
I guess.
All right. What's the swing or what's the hit?
Let's fucking find out.
Oh,
Whoa!
That definitely hit.
crit on a 31 damage. Oh,
Oh my
I think
shit.
the
God.
31 damage. I think it did the crit, so that's all.
Yeah, it
that
does the
includes
crit.
the crit, but that doesn't
Yeah.
include the
Doesn't
sneak
in-
attack damage.
So, how many sneak attacks? At 12d6 now?
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is about to be so overkill for this vampire. I feel
Yeah, he
I
had
believe
probably
so.
like 20.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
gonna-
see this 12d6.
I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's fucking go.
Speaking of asserting dominance, goddamn.
Look what that looks like. Oh wow.
35 more.
That's a
Jeez.
shitty damage roll.
Really wish that would have been the one hitting Strahd, but
Yeah, you
Um,
want.
Oh,
This vampire just bursts into flames. This one was a younger vampire, so it doesn't necessarily need to have all the cool necessary steps to get rid of it. This one, you dealt damage, you destroyed its body. It was in the sunlight. It burnt away and it's gone.
Just
You
a
don't have to worry.
slash diagonally, perfect line from like right shoulder to left hip.
Yes, you did amazing on that one. Actually, you've still got.
I've still got another attack,
Yeah, you still got another attack.
and I could also hide if I really wanted to. Can I make it to Strahd?
You could hide. I'm gonna just move your character real quick.
Yeah.
You could hide right here.
That's exactly where I was thinking. That seems actually like a really good idea, especially if Strahd decides to go harass Gaston, and then I could like pop out. That's
really
let's
quick,
do that.
I'm going to make a constitution saving throw because I should still have Pass Without Trace up. So, but I took some damage, so let me see if I still have it. Probably not. Never mind. I was trying to help you.
You're
with
not really. Oh, okay.
I was trying to help her with the plus
I
10.
got
on her.
advantage anyway.
Right.
Just trying to help. Being a
But-
team player here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the team playing.
Actually, well, have you read the new rules? They seem a little confusing and they seem like they suck. But like once you start playing with them, they're really awesome. Like the new rules about hiding are like they're not as complicated as they used to be.
Dingy.
It kind of just is like if you hide here, you get to hide, and there's not more like there has to be saving throws and all that shit. You know, I like it. I like the new rules.
I was gonna say, do I have to make a stealth check to hide in here?
Nope. You are moving to a place where it is shadowy. It's covered. You're using the hide action. You're hidden.
Yeah, I bonus action hide in this little pocket and bide my time.
Mm-hmm.
And I
All right, nice.
and in my head I'm like, fuck yeah, that was cool shit.
Gaston goes to compliment you, and you're gone. He's like, "That was."
It's going to be your turn next. Let's see. Escher, before Escher is going to run up the walls. He is. I'm going to take his little character over here.
Fucking
And
Spider-Man.
He can run 30 feet up the walls, so he is 30 feet up. And you can kind of see I've got him here on this spot. He has ran 30 feet up the walls. And from up there, he plays his flute, and everybody needs to do a wisdom saving throw. Except for Radia.
Oh, really? Wow.
Do we get something?
Well,
from
no, you can hear. You
Killer?
can hear him, so it doesn't matter. You got to do the
I was
wisdom
gonna say,
saving throw.
if it's like sight based, he's fucked. But
Nope.
if it's not.
Nope, you can still hear him. You got to do the wisdom saving throw too.
Big money, no whammies.
See, Teresa
That's a lot of
passes.
whammies.
Gaston
If
fails.
I have passed.
Yeah.
Aradia fails. Terry
Radia
passes.
is gonna.
Gaston fails. And Lauren passes.
Oi!
Can I use a
Oh.
luck point on this?
So, what was it?
If it's the same as
Yes,
before,
you can.
you just can't
If
target
you'd like.
him.
It's just
I
can't
think you'll
target
be
him.
fine. If it's the
Yeah.
same, the build-up has been the same. Logic is not meta. If it has already been used against you.
That's true. I am just a little
I mean,
as much of a chill persona I put out. I'm a fucking scaredy cat, but I'm not gonna. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take your sage advice, psychic, and hold on to my last 2 luck points.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna get reamed the fuck out of later. Ram's gonna be like, "You and your logic, fuck you."
So,
played a wizard.
Aradia and Gaston, you guys cannot attack Escher. You see him as a great friend of yours.
I recognize the
and
athletics it takes to climb up a wall like that.
Oh my god.
Respect.
Honestly,
And
me too.
Anastasia is going to she's going to just stay where she's at. She's not going to move. But she's going to direct her vampire over to attack Terry.
Oh, she summoned the vampire as a legendary. God damn, I need to remember that legendaries exist.
And 17 for the hit.
17 does not hit.
Oh, really? Nice. Okay. Cool. Then Anastasia is going to summon another vampire. And it falls from the ceiling right here. And this vampire is immediately going to run to Gaston and attack. For 14, that's going to miss. And then, see, did Terry just go? Correct?
Sorry,
Yeah, Terry just went.
Yes, hello, I am the last one.
Then it's back to Strahd.
Okay.
No,
Terry hasn't gone yet, has he?
Terry needs
Oh,
to go.
yeah.
I haven't.
Sorry, that was what I was asking. Did Terry go? Yes, it's Terry's turn then.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
have not gone yet.
Yep, your
Okay.
turn.
I am going to kind of try and keep a bit more of an eye out and having a look at where everything is and what's going on. The daylight has already been cast, so I don't need to cast it. I am going to
Double cast it. Double daylight.
double daylight.
It's a twin sun world.
Where is it? Trying to find the spell because I just realized that I need to select the one that I wanted to do. Okay, I would like to, holding onto my mace and my shield, I would like to kind of aim myself in a position like trying to block off the vampire. I want to That doesn't require without expending a spell slot. You can't use it. Okay. I need to ask you a DM question, and I'm surrounded by them, so one of you are going to have an answer. I have I have a trait called Divine Intervention. And Divine Intervention, you can cast any cleric spell of level 5 or lower that doesn't require a reaction to cast without expending a spell slot or needing components. Is that forced to cast at the level of the spell, or would I be able to up-level a spell to be the equivalent of level 5? That is a DM question.
That is a great question.
I will allow it to be up to level 5 if you want to upcast it.
Okay, I would like to blast the fuck up out of Anastasia by using Divine Intervention to cast Guiding Bolt at level 5.
Okay. Roll for the hit.
Where is Guiding Bolt?
Got to be 18 to the hit.
18 to hit. I've got a plus 10, but I don't know if it's going to increase that. It didn't increase it by the plus 10, but I believe that will miss anyway. So I don't think I have anything that can, like, increase that.
Does it plus 10 on top of the 11?
Well, go ahead and get the hit.
Don't.
Did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh.
It's the 1d20, which is the 4 there, but it's
Right.
the attack is 11, so it should be a 14, which will miss. So, I mean, it was free anyway, so what the fuck am I complaining about? With that missing, instead I am going to kind of just bunker down where I am, and I don't believe any of my other stuff is a bonus action, because I already used the Divine Intervention, which I think is a Channel Divinity. Oh no, as a magic action, but Channel Divinity isn't also an action, so it is the next person's turn. So I'm going to bunker down. Anything else?
So I had a
feel
question.
I didn't like clerics.
Oops.
Go.
I had a question. Did the other 3 vampires other than Strahd take damage on their turn from the daylight?
They did not. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey.
I heard no screaming vampires on their turn. That's why I was thought.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yep, we're good.
I do believe it will be Strahd's turn.
Escher is bloodied.
Woo!
Nice.
Strahd is going to. He doesn't have my
Take damage?
favorite. He does not have my favorite attack anymore. He's going to take damage. He takes 20 radiant damage at first, which is 40 damage because it's
That's a lot
radiant.
of damage.
But then he also gains 30 life just from regeneration.
Can he heal in the sunlight?
That's a good
Oh shit! Good.
I don't think he can.
Yeah.
Look at you. All right, cool. Neat. All right. So Strahd is going to kind of scooch over here into this darkness, and sort of like he did a second ago, he kind of just disappears into the walls, and he's going to reappear over here, and he's going to come out behind Teresa, and he's going to attack Teresa. Oh, he's going to miss her. He's going to attack her again and miss her again. Jeez. All right. Well,
wow.
He then
blinded by the light.
He runs away and runs back into the walls, and he disappears. And then
Can he disappear? Can he disappear in the sunlight? Because there's no shade in here, right?
Not in that specific small area.
Damn, dog! Look at you. He can't do that. All right. Yeah. Then he's just going to stay right there.
Good. That's right where I want him
to shoot.
Oh, I think you almost got him here. This is cool. All right. Next up is Gaston.
Okay. first thing I'll do is I'm looking around. So I'm very confused because he just teleported away. So I'm going to spin around until I find Strahd, and then I will mark him as Hunter's Mark. I think that's a bonus action. Let me make sure. It
Hunter's
is a
Mark
bonus
is a
action.
bonus action.
Is now.
So I will go ahead. I do have, and this would have happened before, but I forgot. I have Hunter's Lore. When a creature is marked by my Hunter's Mark, I know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and if it has any, I know what they are.
He is resistant to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from. Necrotic, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical, and he's immune to poison.
Okay.
And he's immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, and poison.
No additional vulnerabilities then.
Right.
Okay. So with that, I'll just kind of like put my hand out and I'll push the one vampire just to the side. If you could excuse me.
He's vulnerable to radiant. I missed that line. I'm sorry.
Okay,
He's vulnerable to radiant. Avi, we've been doing that.
Sure. I don't think I have anything that. Yeah. What's this do?
You here to bring me
Daylight
luck?
isn't concentration either, which is not what I was expecting.
Wild.
Which is awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Well,
I've
under any other circumstance, it's just a fuck ton of light, and that's it.
Yeah. I'll just like push the one vampire to the side. Excuse me, I have bigger game. And then I'll as I'm kind of holding him out, I will take my heavy crossbow again with one hand and just kind of shoot at him. I do have crossbow expert, so I don't get disadvantage in melee.
Okay.
I love crossbows. I love ranged things in melee.
32.
Nice.
Oh,
It's dead.
he is dead. Cool, because I was about to come out and sneak attack on it and throw another like shitload of fuck damage.
No. I'm pushing him aside to shoot Strahd.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
Control Z.
I'm
Yeah, I was
just like
gonna say,
moving him
Strahd
aside.
dead already? Fuck, that's disappointing.
I was like, wow.
I'll scoot you. Sorry. All right. So you got 12, 20, 24, 34 for the Radiant. So 34 altogether so far. Doesn't yours deal an additional 1d8 Radiant?
I already
No, you
rolled
already
it.
did
It's
that.
the corpse. Yeah, so the
So it's
Corpse Slayer got
30
rolled.
34
Colossus Slayer
altogether.
got
then.
rolled. Yeah, and Hunter's Mark got rolled.
And he is now bloodied.
Okay.
And he's going to have a reaction to that where he's going to cast and he's going to do Misty Step.
No!
Damn it!
Yeah,
That was about to be a
Son
good
of a
setup for
bitch.
me.
Oh, I was gonna kick his friggin' ass.
Um,
That little bitch.
and he's like, the Mists of Barovia, they follow my will, and you will soon as well. After that's Lorne.
Well, I have one more attack. I have 2 attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
And because I get to
do it
get to-
then.
get rid of the, you started acting. He did stuff. So I'll take my next one. Ignore the second D8 and the D4 on this one. If it hits. 22.
Yep.
So 14.
So it's gonna be-
So that's just 15 total damage.
15 total?
16 because the Corpse Slayer, I think, doubles.
Is it radiant?
Damn. Y'all. All right. Cool. This is nice.
Okay,
That's fun.
hold on, just really quick. When I hit an undead creature with an attack using this weapon, the attack deals an extra 1d8 of the weapon's type. So don't double that. It's not radiant. So it's just the 15.
Okay.
The Corpse Slayer that's of the weapon's type. And also, just for shits and giggles, I'll use the push to push him back 10 feet into the wall of the mastery.
on Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, push him in the walls. Fuck that guy.
Strahd, you can't hide from Gaston.
Ow,
This is not my
ow.
first hunt.
All right. Then we got Teresa.
No, we have Lauren.
No, Lauren.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lauren.
Lauren.
I keep doing
Oh,
that. I don't know
Lauren.
why.
Lorne.
Okay. So, Teresa, do you want to get to Strahd?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move up here. I'm going to use the focus point, use Step of the Wind. I can pick someone up, so I'm taking her with me. I can then move my full movement. To right here. I'm going to drop her right here in front of me. Between me and Strahd. And then, since my tattoos are active, I have 15 feet reach with my punches.
Yeah.
With my Eldritch
Nice.
Ball tattoos.
Nice.
Holy hell! What are your,
So I'm
your
going
arms
to-
just like?
But
Wolf, I have some
Before-
questions for Ava.
yeah, it's because Ava like multitasked out the butt. Before you start rolling, I just checked. Hunter's Mark hits every turn, so give the 6 back to him. So he does take an additional 6. And because I have superior Hunter's Mark, I can deal that to one other creature within 30 feet. So put it on the lady in front of him too. Lauren, you're up. Sorry.
So now I'm going packing.
It's level 12. I don't think I read my character as well as I should have. There's a lot of things that I'm just like picking up mid-game.
Oh, that's been a miss. Alright,
That one misses.
try again. Let's try one more time.
That one hits.
23, I assume, will hit. And
Ooh.
I only have 2 attacks right now, so but I gotta get an extra d6 on attack. So 25 damage.
After you punch him all these times, Strahd falls on the ground. He is on the ground in front of you guys. He's not moving. All of the remaining brides, they kind of scream and look concerned, and they kind of start moving over towards you all.
Take him, Teresa.
It is Teresa's turn.
I want to stake him. Avi, if he's on the ground.
Tell me what it looks like. Tell me how cool you look.
So Teresa looks and she sees him on the ground. And she pulls out her stake. Probably a little still gross from the other one. It's awesome. She's going to put it to her forehead and she's gonna go, Mon Dieu, please release these demons. And she's gonna just stab it down into his heart. And pray the whole time while she's doing it.
Alright.
When you do, it's just like the other ones. Strahd's looks like he comes to life immediately, and then he rots, like he's just desiccates into a mummy, and then his body rots away. And all around you, you start to hear screaming. And you don't just hear it from this room, you hear it from all over the castle. All these different voices screaming. And as you look at the other vampires in the room, they're also rotting and falling away, and just there's nothing left of them. They're turning to dust in the lot. Everything is they're just turning into dust and smoke and ash. You kind of hear these like slight whispers in your ear, like as they're kind of dying and being taken away by the wind. And after After all that kind of settles down just a bit, you kind of notice that the building is kind of rumbling as well. And you start to notice that the ceiling is falling and the building is starting to crumble in. Irina walks in the door and she's turning to ash and dust and falling apart. And she says, "You did it. You saved us.
Told you not to
You
doubt
saved,
Gaston.
you saved us. You saved us."
Oh,
And she falls apart into like a dust pile.
Gross.
And then all of you start to notice your hands and your arms are falling to dust, and you are starting to rot and fall apart.
Fun.
As the building crumbles and collapses around you, this is the end of you as well. Do your characters accept that?
Absolutely.
How do your characters feel about this?
Teresa feels like she has accepted that like this was probably her calling from God, and he is calling her home. And so she's like, "I'm coming. Peace."
What about the rest of you?
Wait, this is it? Like it?
As far as you know,
Lauren feels that
you're watching your body rot, and you feel it. It's not just a sight; it's a feeling. It hurts. It's painful. You feel yourself rotting and falling apart and drying out as this whole place crumbles and decays and rots and finally rests.
I really hope someone else is there to catch the fucking guy. God damn it, I was in the middle of a job when I got here. I can't just... This can't just be it, right?
Can I... This is probably gonna be a real stupid idea. Terry is kind of thinking to himself with everything that's going on, watching the people fading and the arms and all that. He doesn't accept that this is it.
Nor does Aradia.
He doesn't accept that this is all that it is, and knowing that this is not a regular thing that's happening, and he's kind of just like looking around at the castle around him and stuff like that. If he gets the time to do multiple things, the first thing he's going to do is cast Dispel Magic on himself to see if that does anything, which will be at a 3rd level, which will probably do nothing.
It does not.
And then the second thing that he's going to do, and this is DM semantic as fuck, okay? So this is totally up to you whether this happens or not. If he has been brought... fuck it, I'm gonna explain it. If he has been brought into this world, or this realm, theoretically speaking, he is now part of this realm. Or he has been brought into it. If that is then a thing of, like, everything's going on, would I be able to cast Dispel Evil and Good, break it using the Dismissal action, and a melee attack on myself to send myself back home?
You could try.
You have banishment?
I do have banishment, but this one's more like banishment. You come back, and if you come back, obviously it's going to keep going. This is a permanent.
You come back if you're native to the plane. We ain't native to this.
Yeah, we're not native yet.
I love.
Yeah, I'm going to.
How much you've overthought this? I love it.
Oh, 100%. Terry doesn't accept that this is it. He's got way too much other stuff to do.
Ryan's looking for answers at the end, and you're just gonna stab yourself.
Dispel Evil and Good on myself, which has its own thing, and then I want to break it as an action by making a melee attack against me. The idea that Terry has is that even though I am a person, if we've been brought into a world of death, clearly I'm not alive anymore. So in his mind, he's like, oh, this should send me home. Like, ruby slippers 3 times or whatever. So he fully believes that he's not alive. This is a dream, so he mustn't be alive, so he wants to send himself back.
I hope this works.
All right. So, the other 4 characters, you guys all just die. That's kind of just the end of it.
But no
defeat
one
Strahd,
dies like Gaston.
Fuck me.
you rot away just like the vampires. You turn into ash and burn away. However, Terry,
Such a stupid idea.
Terry gets to meet the dark powers. After Terry casts his defeat good and dispel good and evil,
Evil and good, yeah.
he shows up. He awakens, standing in a black void in front of this eyeball that's staring at him.
Chris.
And he hears this deep voice in his head.
Oh.
So, you believe you deserve to continue to live above all the others. Tell me why.
There is more to this world than just a life and death situation. In a realm of impossible possibilities, there are many ways that we choose our own fate, that we choose what happens. I have helped many in my short years. I believe I still have much time to help, and while I have been there at death's door, I do not accept that this is my time. As we make our own choices, you may be death, but I am its shepherd.
The giant eyeball kind of like gets closer to you, and it kind of like squints at you a little bit. It gets smaller, and it says, "What are you willing to give for another chance?" And then that's going to be the end of this one shot.
That was metal as fuck.
Real quick, while we were drying out, you mentioned that we were drying out, so I googled this. Où se trouve le bout maluf, which means where's the chapstick?
Oh my god, my lips are so dry right now. I need to know this one.
Literally, actually,
Tell me
the
this one
case
again.
IRL. Also,
Say it again.
Où se trouve le boum à l'œuf?
Où se trouve a boob
Le boum à l'œuf.
Shut! I almost said it. Fuck you.
It sounds like you're just trying to beatbox, but like really
It's our
shittily.
country.
My friend and I make
So
fun of, like, jokingly shit on the French language all the time. But like, come on, that sounds like beatboxing.
Yeah, right.
but like, if I tried to beatbox, so poor beatboxing.
That's fun. I love that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Strahd, push over. We got him. Good job, everybody.
Man, honestly, like I wish I had more time, because if I had more time, I don't know.
I mean, you could turn. I mean, I think all of Castle Ravenloft could be its own like campaign, right?
Yes.
So like,
Jeez, just the castle itself. Actually, just
Yeah.
a couple rooms I did could be a campaign.
yeah, I mean,
My
just we did
lord.
what 2 or 3 rooms and still went like 2.5, 3 hours. So
Yeah.
Strahd is there's a lot there. But I mean, I thought
Well-
you did pretty good packing in, you know,
Very good.
a nice little beginning, middle, and end to the story. And
I had 4 more fights.
you know, whoa,
That
would've
no.
that would have been hard.
You know
to
me, I'm always
manage.
overdoing shit.
Man. This is me the first time I've done a New York accent on stream.
Who you are? As a New Yorker, you didn't do a terrible job.
I knew for a fact it was going to just end up being like a caricature and that people were probably either going to laugh or be offended, and I was fully committed to that.
Well, that's how you always got to do it. Like, that's how I've just decided all of my accents got to be, is just like, it's got to be a caricature, because otherwise they're not good.
I'm sure
At least
Psychic
you
would
tried.
have an aneurysm if he heard me trying to sound Kiwi, which is probably what my Cleo's voice from Mothership veered more Kiwi than Aussie.
It's okay. Well, it's a time-honored tradition to give Psychic shit about being Australian. So to do whatever you need.
Yeah, look.
Fairy floss.
Do what you need to.
Very
Fairy
floss.
floss. Yeah, that's a good
At
one.
least you don't
Very
call
floss.
it daddy.
Will
At
not
least,
forget that.
no. This is another reason to give French a hard time. They call it like daddy's beard or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Cotton candy?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because
shit
That
you
is
not.
worse. That's much worse than fairy floss. I'm not going to make fun of you.
Don't-
I'm not making fun of you guys anymore.
Okay.
Psychic.
Imagine
no,
Gaston
Psychic, you're
coming
allowed
up.
to clap back now and be like, at least we don't call it daddy's beard.
Yeah.
Look, I am a sexually open person to other people. I'm not kink shaming the French.
I will.
Imagine. Well, you know who is French? Gaston. Imagine him coming up to you and being like, "Hey, do you want some daddy's beard?"
And I might be, maybe.
Honestly, Wolfkinz, that was scarier than the whole rest of this campaign.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Well,
Jump
my
scare
favorite
right
part,
There's your
I asked
YouTube
everybody
short
last night.
campaign.
I asked
Yeah.
everybody last night, what was your character doing on Saturday night at 10 p.m.? And everybody answered me except for Wolfkin's character, and I just decided Gaston is definitely harassing an old man and his daughter, calling her weird, calling him a freak,
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
wondering
the
why she
music.
won't marry him.
That's pretty good.
I love
was
that you
fun.
played the like detective-y noir music with Aradia's intro.
That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The vibes were immaculate.
And the lullabies. It was great.
It's almost 1 a.m., guys.
Okay, we should
Yeah.
go to bed.
No, I'm sorry.
One thing about Ravnok is he just goes until he's done.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my philosophy too.
Don't
Yeah,
join my shit if you don't want to stay on late.
It would be mine if I didn't have to get my child to the bus stop at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's early. So what I'll say is, Ravnok, thank you so much for running this. We have one more game this week. Friday, we have 10 candles. So I
Mhm.
think Ravnok's in that. The Duke's in that. And then we've got Kellen is going to make an appearance on they haven't been on it since Daggerheart. And then who's the Jancic? Are you in that one? You're in that one, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Everything.
I need my 5 minutes to talk to you, remember?
I do. God, it is late. Tomorrow. How's that
It
sound? Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay, alright.
Anyways, thank you again for running. Thanks everybody for playing. I've been having a great time this month, and it's almost over. We still got 4 games. We still got 4 games left in the month to round this out. So, and then I might sleep. Until then, though, everybody, thank you for playing, and again, thanks Ravnok for running. I had a great time.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
That's hands out.